This is Astro Prospector. It's an upgrade incremental game all about mining asteroids and collecting coffee. It's a peculiar premise. Let's jump on in. Okay, so as soon as we jump in, this is what we are presented with. We've got an upgrade tree, and we have got a sector map here. Now, the premise for this one, sure, we'll get that unlocked and then immediately jump on in. The premise for this one is apparently that that there is no space on Earth to grow coffee because there is, you know, the space is needed for crops or something. So therefore, we are working for AstroCorp in order to farm coffee from asteroids. And of course, over the course of time, as we collect the coffee, we're going to get sleepy because we're apparently not consuming enough caffeine. That's what I can work out. Anyway, we have an objective to collect 15 coffee beans here, which is grand. There's a lovely little transition there. There's a few things that we can upgrade here. Increase base damage. We only have, I think it's 10 base damage at the present moment. Or add 5 seconds of coffee. If you run out of coffee, you'll get sleepy. I'll take 5 seconds. Why not? Something interesting and unique about this game is that there is actually, like, different areas that we go to, and we will be going to different areas. And in some of these different areas, there will be different asteroids. There'll be different number of asteroids. There we go. It's good. I need that bit of coffee, please. Please, 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 please. I need that bit of coffee. Our bar is up in the top left-hand corner. Ah, darn it. Just a little bit shy of getting that second one. But it's okay. We're going to be on a roll soon. Our stats at the moment, we need to increase base damage by 1. There we go. We've got seeds, scrap, milk, focus, and chips. Okay. Coffee roids and defeat machines. Fine. Looks like we can only get some of these upgrades with the sort of special later on components that we are going to get. So with my increased base damage and my increased duration of coffee, I am really hoping that we're going to be able to get at least 2 asteroids here. At least 2 asteroids worth of coffee seeds. I need to make absolutely certain that I do not hit into them, because if I do, then we will be in trouble. Also, look at that. There is an enemy up in the top right-hand corner. They are occasionally going to spew out look at that, a new personal best. They're occasionally going to be spewing out some shots, but that doesn't really bother me. Right, what do I want to do? Increase ship speed by units per second. Reduce laser cooldown by 0.1 seconds. No, I think we'll take base damage and just sort of press on and see what we can do. Yeah, one of the major sort of, I guess, delaying issues that I'm seeing is that as soon as we jump in, we want to be hitting an asteroid. Like, we don't want to be spending time... Oh, this is good. This is good. We might get 4 here. We don't want to be wasting time faffing around driving towards the asteroid. See, what I'm about to do here is collect that and then head on over to you. Yeah, and immediately it's too late. I do want to work up to destroying that little individual robot, but I think we're going to have to get this. We'll also get ship speed, sure, and then we will run it back. Yeah, see, that's a little bit of an annoyance, right? If there's no asteroids in the middle of the field when we jump in, it's a little bit suboptimal. However, the good news is that now that I feel like we're getting through the different asteroids at a credibly fast speed. Yeah, see, there we go, done it again. We need to be constantly within range of the asteroid so that we can use our automatic razor. Our automatic laser. Right, I want to get one more bit of... I'll take speed, sure. Okay, we've... not speed, time in the game. So, we have maxed out that node, which is nice. We can maybe start to think about doing some damage to those enemies. It's not necessarily the priority. That was really slow off the mark there, Potato, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll be a little bit better over here. That's good. It's good. Okay, well, we collected our resources. We get 2, so that's something at least. What is our reward? Good job. +1 milk. Destroy 1 Space Corp machine. Okay. Add 15 seconds of coffee. If you run out of coffee, you will get sleepy. Or unlock bombs. To detonate a bomb, fly over it with your ship. You know what? I mean, why the heck would I not go for this? That seems like an absolute no-brainer. And we can maybe start thinking about flying around, doing a little bit of damage to these SpaceCorp machines, because that is the next objective, and if we're able to hit that next objective... Oh, I just saw a bomb that detonated and destroyed where I was standing. There we go. Nice! Okay. That is pretty darn sweet. You're gonna fire. I'm gonna fire. There we go. Make sure that we're running over the bomb. Am I going to be able to get you? Amazing. And we even gain a little bit of a coffee reward from destroying that. Oh, beautiful. We gain a coffee reward from destroying that SpaceCorp machine as well. Fantastic. Okay, the stats there, how are we doing? We did most... In fact, we did an even split of bomb damage and regular damage. I think bombs have potential here. This is good. We're going to grab some extra milk, destroy 25 coffee roids. Fine, we'll work towards that. Anything that I want to get right now. So, milk upgrades. Not sure what this is over here, but there's a milk upgrade there. This milk upgrade is probably what we're going to go for, because it is such a large increase in time in the game. Increased bomb range, reduced bomb cooldown, increased base damage. There's a lot of good stuff here, actually. Increased base damage. This is presumably not of the bomb. We've also got the reduce the laser cooldown, increase collection radius. I think we'll increase bomb range. Sure. So it probably makes more sense for us to start thinking about... There we go. Nice. Probably makes more... Oh, am I going to get a bomb off in here? Oh, that is fantastic. That is really good. I was going to say, probably makes more sense for us to see if we can try and go after this SpaceCorp machine. Yeah, the bombs are not exactly setting the world alight right now. But that's alright. We're going to go after the machine because we've got... Here we go. We've got a little bit of extra time. Fantastic, because of my milky upgrade that we got. Ooh, I see. Look at this. There's a big old baddie over here. What is this? Blind one? We'll see if we can try and destroy you. I don't know how likely we are to be able to do that. Not very, but we were pretty darn close. Okay. That's good. Let's roll it back. I'm going to do another one. Base damage. Yeah, base damage, collection radius. Collection radius doesn't really seem that worthwhile. I'll take speed, just because I think that we're going to end up needing it. Right. Let's roll it back. Actually, tell you what. Speed. Highly, highly, highly underrated. Feels really good. Feels really good. Right. Yep. We will make sure that we drop off a bomb right here, which is amazing. I guess the base damage impacts both the bombs and... You know what? Let's freaking go, buddy. Let's freaking go. Let's make sure that we're in front of you so that we can constantly drop off bombs. There we go. Nice. And I think if we're going to be able to destroy you right now, which is absolutely the objective here. Please, 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 please. Amazing. Look at that. We can actually progress to the next level. We still have not destroyed the 25 coffee roids, but we did manage to get ourselves a chip there. What is that called? What is it called? It is a chip, yeah. So what is this? This increases... Oh, we're going to be able to accelerate things so quickly here. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, get this upgraded. Increase coffee dropped by 1. That is absolutely phenomenal. That feels really, really big. Collection radius. I'll take speed, actually, and then I'll reduce bomb cooldown as well. We have progressed from stage 1 all the way up to... Oh, sorry, not stage 1. Sectoid 1, sectoid 2. So, yeah, presumably, we're going to be getting... Yeah, we're going to be getting loads more resources over here. So, we're getting additional resources from that upgrade that I got. These are slightly more challenging resources to get through. Oh, yeah, let's destroy you. Absolutely, let's destroy you. Yeah, so there's slightly more challenging resources to get through, but let's follow you. I want what you've got. Thank you very much. No! You turned into me. That's a shame. Right. So, yeah, we get 3. Presumably, if we were going to go back to Sector 1, we'd only get 2, because we're getting +1 from the upgrade and then +1 from the sector. I'm assuming that we're getting a bonus from the sector, which is fine. Right, let's take bomb cooldown, because I think that's probably the best case scenario. We have yet to come across a bit of scrap or focus. Scrap defeat SpaceCorp. machines after buying the corresponding upgrade. Okay, so we need to get an upgrade in order to get access to scrap. That's fine. I still think it's more worthwhile for us to be here, especially now that we've got our reduced cooldown on the old bombs. I would love to find some way to increase my health pool. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do that, but we'll give it a shot. Let's destroy that. Nice. Good stuff. You're gonna move, I presume. Doesn't matter. I got you in my sights. That was a juicy one. Feels really good. Right. Get the sucker here if we can. The bomb radius is a nice upgrade, but I think the bomb cooldown is probably what we're after next. There we go. There we go. Can we get any more? Oh, yeah. Looking good. Looking really good, in fact. And with that, we should absolutely get taken over the line. That's presumably going to nab me an extra little bit of milk. Destroy 5 Space Corp machines. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. We're all the way up to 32. I feel like we're accelerating. This is good. This is feeling good. Big increase in ship speed. Big increase in ship speed or base damage up by 2. I mean, I think that's probably the best use of our milk, isn't it? Certainly not ship speed. Yeah, I think it's... Bomb cooldown. Go through flow rings to gain 1 focus and upgrade your ship during the run. I'll take this, because I think this is going to unlock some new stuff for us. I'll also take reduced laser cooldown, so that, yeah, we can get access to this over here. Increase lasers by 1. That's what I'm talking about. That is going to be great. So, we need to defeat the boss on this level. I say boss, it's like a mini-boss, I suppose, more than anything else. And that will allow me to get access to that new bit of kit, which is kind of nice. So, I think I should be expecting, yeah, focus rings, which is fine. Let's see if we can try and go through this. That gives me focus. Very nice. Good. Destroy you. Don't run into you. We need to find some way to increase our HP. That is absolutely mission critical. Okay, we've gained a little bit of focus. Does this give me additional damage during the level? I think it does, you know. Oh, goodness gracious me. Yeah, I'm making more money here. Oh, almost losing it. Losing control a little bit because I've got so much. Oh my goodness gracious me. There's a lot of stuff happening here, and there is almost a 0% chance that I am gonna survive. Oh boy, that was kind of close. Okay, so we got focus there. I don't know what does focus actually give me. I didn't even read the tooltip. Upgrade your ship during the run. Focus, collect flow rings. I have no idea what it does during the run, but that's fine. Adds 10% base damage to laser. I mean, that seems pretty good, right? That seems pretty darn good. Focus, restore 1 second of coffee for each 2 flow rings. That seems amazing. Decrease flow ring spawn time. Yeah, I'm interested in that as well. Let's get the laser damage increases, and let's get the laser cooldown reduction as well. I think with those upgrades we should be good. Obtain a shield that blocks the next hit. That's only a little milk. I need to destroy, what is that? 4 more machines in order to make this all work and come together. I think the most valuable possible thing that we could get is the upgrades for the... There we go. The upgrades for... the upgrades for the laser. I think that's really what we're after. Don't love the incredibly slow speed that I'm managing to pull off here, but that's fine. 1 more bomb and you'll be pretty much destroyed. Lovely. Pick up that sucker. I am still after... Nice. I am still after the mission that I have, which is to destroy... There we go. The boss is in the level. The boss is in the level, but I'm not in the level. I do still have the mission to destroy 5 Space Corp machines, which is why I am trying to make such a effort to do that. What do we need in order to make this? Generate 1 coffee each 3 seconds you survive the run. That's not bad. Wonder what that is up there. We could try and get it. I want to get the restore 1 second of coffee for each flow ring, sure, because that's going to allow me to spend more time actually in the level. I'll take this so that we can access what this is. Increase 1 base damage for each 1 flow ring. That's huge. So we can actually get really, really powerful. We've maxed that out now too. We can get really, really powerful if we think about using our flow rings for damage. Already I'm doing way more damage here. This is great. Okay, let's prioritize. Again, let's prioritize the destruction of these ships, which can be a little bit crafty, but absolutely worthwhile doing, because that's going to mean that we get a little bit of extra milk, and I do love my milk. I do love my milk. Make sure that we get our focus. Already we're starting to see things get a little bit out of control, but I do deal damage. I do deal damage, and I deal damage quite fast. So as long as we are within the rough vicinity of you, we will be fine. Spinning Mike. I'm not even targeting Spinning Mike here. Now I am, I suppose. Yeah, I am. I have no chance of destroying Spinning Mike, but I do have the chance to complete the mission there, which is exactly what I'm after. I will take that. Collect 100 coffee. Well, we did like 50% of that in a single run, so that is really, really good. Milky upgrades. There's a speed upgrade, which I've already looked at. There's the upgrade over here, which we could maybe try and go down. There is... Add 6 seconds. If you run out of coffee, you will get sleepy. 6 seconds is decent. 6 seconds is decent. I think we'll take the shield, to be honest. I think we will take the shield. Take the shield. Then take the laser upgrade again. So, I need the... Where's the upgrade that gives me the secondary laser? It's here. I am desperate for this. This is the chip upgrade that I want to get. That I want to get next. So, we need to really try and defeat the boss on this level. But now that I've got the shield, there is like a non-zero chance that I can do it. And actually, we're destroying these asteroids very, very quickly. Flow ring. Yeah, we will go for the flow ring, but let's prioritize. There we go, getting rid of the enemy units, because I want to make sure that I've got a bit of a clean runway, really, to do what I need to do here. And, yep, nice. Bomb already in place. Ooh. Destroy that there. Okay, let's go for Spinning Mike. Ah, that was my shield. That's fine. We're okay with that. No. No. Spinning Mike, you are a devious sucker. And Spinning Mike is coming back, but he's coming back at the other side of the screen. That is... Nah. Very annoying. And we only did about... What is it? 10% damage to him. So that was not supremely fantastic. I got to be honest. We're after something that I don't quite have. 6 seconds of coffee if you run out of coffee. I'll take an increase in coffee, actually. Increase slow time when hit by 0.3 seconds. That might not actually be the worst thing in the world. Right, let me run it back a couple of times. I'll get some more seeds, and I'll see if I can maybe try and increase my base damage a little bit. Get some more focus rings whilst I'm at it, and just generally upgrade everything. All right, made a few bucks. Completed the mission to collect 100 coffee asteroid things. Either way, this is going to give me additional base damage now. I've got enough focus to get that done. Sorted. Gain a new laser when reaching 3 flow rings. That seems amazing. Increases slow time when hit? Nah. Increases ship speed. I like the idea of an increase in ship speed. Is there anything else that I can get that is good with my milk? I mean, I want to get this here. That doesn't give us access to understanding what's going on. Neither does that. So we really need to decide whether we want slow time or whether we want an extra laser. I mean, that is such a ridiculous question. We just need a little bit of extra time. We are very, very close to getting that second laser. I mean, technically, I suppose we will get a second laser now as soon as we hit a 3rd flow ring, which I'm definitely very interested in doing. I mean, it makes absolute sense. I also get base damage now from each flow ring, which is quite nice. That is an absolute priority for me to go and get. I don't really... Oh, I'm destroying these things so quickly now. I don't really need to go all the way up to the top right-hand corner in order to... There we go. That's our second laser, by the way. Now we are able to destroy 2 asteroids at once. That is cool. So it's not going to make a difference. I'm going to take you. Yes. It's not going to make a difference when destroying big old spinning Mike here. But It is going to allow us to do some resource collection at the same time. I was going to say, we're not a million miles away from destroying Spinning Mike. Yep, fantastic. Not a million miles at all away from destroying Spinning Mike. I just needed that additional laser. I needed that upgrade that gives me the base damage increase. Look at that. 331 from lasers and 131 from bombs. Very, very cool indeed. So, let's have a little look. What can we spend our chip on? Increase critical hit chance by 10%. Critical hit does 150 damage. Sure, I'm sure it's fine, but it's not laser fine. Lasers are better. Increase laser range? I love the idea of laser range, actually. Let's do it. Let's do 2 upgrades there. Reduce the bomb cooldown by 1 as well. And let's see what's on... Let's see what's on stage 3. So we now have... Automatically by base, we've got 2... Nice. Automatically by base, we've got 2 lasers. But we will have a 3rd laser, if I'm not mistaken, as soon as we hit our 3rd focus ring. That is my understanding of the situation. I do need to get in there in order to get it. We do need to be a bit careful, because now things are going to start to get, yeah, a little bit funky. Focus ring is important. Is it more important that I actually just try and clean up some of the mess that I seem to have developed on the screen here? I personally think that it is. Am I maybe being a little bit unoptimal? What the heck are you? What the heckity heck are you? Okay, we need to clearly destroy this battery thing, I guess. So we need to destroy the battery first. I don't want to go on that little line. Okay, we almost got the battery, but then presumably after we do the battery, we need to do the boss. That's okay. That is absolutely okay. Restore a second of floor ring. Every laser deals 5% extra base damage for every other active laser. Yeah, I'll do it. We'll do that for sure. Anything else that I want to get? Reduce bomb cooldown. Yeah, you know, give me base damage a couple of times. We just need more base damage, I think. More base damage just seems like, if in doubt, you get more base damage. Right. This time, we need to be more in on flow rings. We need to be more in on destroying the pesky robots before they can manage to get a foothold. And that is what I am going to try and do. Flow ring. Yep, flow ring. But we're going to go to this sucker first. I know maybe it's not exactly the ideal order of operations, but that's okay. We still need to collect the flow ring, and that is going to give me the... still just 2 lasers, actually. I thought it was going to give me a 3rd one there, because I can't count. Did we take a hit? I think we took a hit. Right. Let's go and destroy... Let's go and destroy the battery. I cannot... I mean, I can get close. Flow ring. Yeah, I'll take it. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Right. Let's start dealing damage. I do not think that I'm going to have enough time in the game in order to do this. It's pretty darn close. It's pretty darn close indeed. There's not much that we can do to increase our time in any given level. Collect 20 flow rings is our objective. Collection radius is not what we need. Adds an extra 1% base damage to laser. It seems like a fine thing to do. Probably want to get the bomb cooldown first. Then we'll get the base damage to the laser. And then probably laser range, maybe? Unlock automatic Space Corp Seeker, gaining access to new weapons and upgrades. Heck yes, please. I would love that. Okay, I think if we're focused, if we're ambitious, we can get the... There we go. I'm going to make sure that I immediately go and deal with this over here. I think if we're focused, if we're clear, we can get the boss killed. Maybe not necessarily right now, but we can certainly come pretty darn close, and we can come closer than we have gotten before. There we go. These 2 robots are in synchronousness. You are over here. You are a bit of a distraction, I'm afraid. However, that's a good place to put the battery. Means that we can get you disposed of very, very nice and quickly here. There we go. This is a little bit too much for me. Not gonna lie. I need some lucky bombs, and I need the enemies around the edge to not be too cruel to me. And unfortunately, they were just that little bit too cruel. Right, bomb radius is not a bad idea. 1% to the base laser. We can upgrade that 100 times. That's not something that I need to be worrying about. I'll take the increase in time. That is really important for us to get. Then we'll get the bomb range. Give me increased laser range as well. Oh, we're so darn close. We're so darn close. I just need to make sure. I need to make sure that I get these focus rings. If I don't get these focus rings, I am in trouble. There we go. Brilliant. It just gives me extra base damage. It makes the destruction of everything so much easier. And the quicker we get him, the quicker we can have that base damage. And I think, is that my third laser? No. But we'll get a third laser this time. I can feel it. I can absolutely feel it. The enemies up in the top right-hand corner are becoming relatively numerous. And in fact, too numerous for me to navigate without taking a very unnecessary hit there. But that's our... Ooh, that's our third laser, which is quite nice. Feels quite nice anyway. Is it a bit risky being up here? Yes, it is. There is a lot of stuff happening over there. Gosh darn it. I feel so... I feel like the potential is here. That is not... That's a debate. That's a debate of an upgrade right up at the top there. That is not something that I want to do. Right. This time, I can feel it. It's in my bones. I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it. Focus ring. Yep. Maybe it's speed. Maybe I've been mocking the usefulness of speed this entire time. Maybe that is secretly what I need. Right. Yep, dodge you. Excellent. Oh, I cannot believe that I did not take damage there. I deserve to put it honest, to put it to you honestly. Right. There we go. Unfortunately, we don't have our focus ring, which I will get. Fine. Yep. I cannot believe I navigated that successfully. We actually already have bombs in this area. It's good. I'll take it. Are we gonna do it? 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 We're gonna do it. I said I had a feeling in my bones. Gosh darn it, I was right. Amazing. So, is that chip gonna be useful for anything? Oh, here's the reality where we say, it's not actually going to be useful for anything at all. Generate 1 coffee bean every time. Every 3 seconds you survive. And that would unlock access to uncovering what's going on here. Add 1 red life. That's 150 beans. I feel like critical hit chance. I feel like critical hit chance is not worth it. But then again... Maybe it is, and I'm just a daft idiot. You know? So let's do it. Increase critical hit damage by 10%. Yeah, see, now I'm in for a penny, in for a pound, eh? We'll get collection radius as well, because I got it. Okay, so. I would love... Aha! We're already starting to see crits. Maybe just because I don't understand how lasers work, and the sort of tick rates. Maybe just because I don't understand that. It is absolutely worthwhile to get the... It is absolutely worthwhile to get the critical hit damage. Maybe. Also, I still have not really worked out how we take care of that individual up there. We are getting loads and loads of resources now because I have got that third laser, which is fantastic. Let's keep up the pace. If I can destroy enemy units as well as destroying some of these boulders or asteroids. Not actually taking any damage yet. I don't want to chance it, but feels pretty good. The boss is in the level, and of course we are getting additional time each and every time I'm destroying or going through a portal there. There we go. That was a very, very profitable endeavor, and we collected the 20 flow rings that are required. So it's good to move the missions on in that regard. Destroy 70 coffee roids. We will do that in no time at all. Increase laser range. Ooh. There's a lot of potential here. I think we're going to save up for an extra life. I think that's a sensible thing to do. I also think I want to save up for this, because I want to discover what's next, in this tree at least. Can't get access to that yet. The milk on the laser range... The milk on the laser range. The milk on the laser range is what we're going to do. Again, maybe speed. It should have been speed. Maybe I'm just going crazy, but that's fine. Right. we'll save up our focus. We only need 3 more focus in order to get this. And we will save up our coffee beans in order to get the 1 extra life. That is sick. I want to figure out how we get the screws as well, the scrap, after buying the corresponding upgrade. Yeah, we'll figure that out soon. I have no doubt. But I do feel like the boss is, that laser range now is pretty juicy. I'm feeling like the boss is going to be possible quite soon. I don't think we're there yet, but I do feel like it will be possible quite soon. That is, I mean, that just literally walked into it, Potato. That's just daft. That's okay. I was coming here anyway. Let's pretend that I wanted to come here. That was just too close for comfort. Too close for comfort. There we go. Nice. So as long as I get at least 50... As long as I get at least 50 points here, coffee beans that is, then I will be a happy individual. Is that 50 points? Oh, for goodness sake, it's not 50 points. The good news is, however, we did get this, enough for this, which is nice. And that's new intel. That's so much new stuff. Unlock boost? Okay. Is that it? Yeah, well, I gotta save up. Let me do another couple of runs off camera. I'll save up. I'll see if I can try and get a few additional coffee seeds. Yeah, because I want to get this one. Okay, cool. I'll go and do that right now. Alright, I've just been away here grinding. Just completed the mission to destroy 20 Space Corp machines, which I actually think was the mission after the one that I left you with. Collect 666. Unfortunate, I have 643 in storage, but it doesn't look like that really counts. It looks like collect. We need to actually fully collect them. You can now collect scrap from Space Corp machines. Heck, yeah, we can do that. I've got 2 milk to spend, by the way. Can I even spend 2 milk? I can. Do I care about this even slightly? Increase slow time when hit? I mean, no. No, I don't. That's the unfortunate reality. I do not care at all. I will take increase of ship speed. We'll do it. What I really need... Decrease ring spawn time? Yeah, maybe, actually. I need some way... I'm gonna take the extra heart. Restore 10 seconds of coffee when reaching 5 flow rings. I mean, that's good. But I really need anything that will increase... Yeah, literally anything that will increase my time in the game. I suppose in that regard, the milk would do it. I'll take the Octo Punch as well. Yeah, that's quite a few upgrades, actually, that will make a fairly sustained difference, I think. So we're still dealing, I mean, a really decent amount of damage. It's just about how long... It's about how long we have to fight for before the... Oh, there's our first bit of scrap, by the way. It's about how long we have to fight for before the enemy boss is going to appear. And the unfortunate reality is that up until now, it has just been too long. Let's go up and get our bit of scrap from up here. Very good. We're still waiting for the next flow ring. The next flow ring is going to bring with it a bunch of opportunities. There we go. It's good. We need to make sure that we're... That's annoying. Boss is here. Do we have enough time to deal with him? Yes. Have I played it very clever on this occasion? No, I have not. I will get this flow ring. It's good. It doesn't save me. And in fact, it's a bit of a hindrance. Because I need to go out of my way in order to get it. That was a bit close. That was a bit close. We are shockingly close to defeating the boss there. Oh, I can't believe that happened. I cannot believe that happened. That was great, actually. That was really good. I feel like there was a bunch of really powerful upgrades. Not to mention that we get ourselves a little chipset, which is quite cool. Your ship deals 200% base damage when colliding with a coffee-roid or a Space Corp machine. I don't collide with them, so why would I need to do that? Just kidding. Increased chance to avoid taking damage by 5%. Again, that feels a little bit too uncertain for me. Oh, yes, we can also do the... We can also do... Scrap upgrades. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Doesn't look like there's any interesting scrap upgrades, to be honest. Unlock automatic Space Corp Seeker module. Gaining access to new weapons and upgrades. Yeah, you know what? Let's hold off. Oh, we can unlock a boost as well. Let's hold off on spending our scrap. I'm going to get 4 more scrap. We'll see what level sectoid 5 is looking like. I'll get a little bit more base damage. I'll get bigger bangs from the bombs. And then we'll hold on to basically everything else. Okay, so let's see what this area looks like. We've now got 2 hearts, obviously, which makes me feel a little bit more secure in how everything is looking and feeling. Definitely the speed upgrade that I got with the milk is, I feel like it's helping. I feel like it's helping. Right, you are really annoying, but that's fine. Make sure that we always pick up the scrap, because we need that scrap now. It's good. Get that. Yep, we're gonna try and slip right in the center here. Make sure that we get that scrap. Make sure we get that scrap. We're gonna go and head on over here to get that focus ring, which we really, really value now. Again, making sure that we pick up each and every little bit of scrap that is offered to us. If I can uncover what the boss is doing that's annoying. If I can uncover what the boss is doing on this level, that would be great. But if we can't, then we can't. You know, we sometimes just have to play the hand that we have been dealt. Tell you what, though. Feels like we've been dealt a pretty good hand on this occasion. A little bit more scrap. Ooh, okay. So, a couple of different things to note. First of all, this guy is not messing around. This guy is absolutely not messing around. There's a lot of stuff happening. More HP, etc. would be great. Definitely need more time in the game before we are able to properly assess the situation. But that was good. That was really, really good. We got loads and loads of scrap there. Happy days. Also, we are now seeing much bigger asteroids or coffeeroids or whatever the heck they're called. What do we got here? Restores 0.25 seconds for each SpaceCorp machine destroyed. Well, that's not particularly useful. What I think we're going to take is this. Yeah, that's good. What is this? Deploy a turret in a random spot at the start of the run, shooting all coffeeroids and SpaceCorp machines in a range. Yeah, okay. Unlock missiles, which automatically target SpaceCorp machines inside range when launched. I think I will take this. 700 times base damage? I think this is the best thing for us. Yeah, that's good. We'll get the Octo Punch. That's going to be our focus points. Flow ring spawn time is not necessarily a bad idea. We can also pick up the 25% base damage to bombs. That's kind of cool. Reduce missile cooldown. That's going to cost me 10 scrap, so I think not on this occasion. I'll take, sure, the 25% base damage to bombs. Add 6 seconds of coffee. I'll take it, and then we'll take the flow ring spawn time. Take that, upgrade it to max. What is this? Increase collection radius by 0.6 units. I actually value that more than getting anything else. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. We don't have any chips to use at the present moment. But this is feeling positive. I want to destroy one of those big asteroids as well. See what that means for us. Okay, I'm hoping for a good amount of time here. I'm not... Aha, look at that. The missiles do 700 times base damage. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Okay, I don't know if it's going to make the difference, but I tell you what, I mean, they're literally single hitting these suckers. I feel like just in terms of like freeing up mental headspace to collect stuff. I've not even focused on the flipping rings, have I? I mean, who cares? I have got, like, an automatic destruction system here now, which feels really good. I did say that I wanted to target this big asteroid, didn't I? Yeah, let's have a little look at it. Okay, so it gives us more coffee. You are a nasty piece of work that I completely forgot was going to come in and cramp on my style, so that kind of sucks, but that's fine. Right, add 6 seconds. If you run out of coffee, you'll get sleepy. Yeah, we'll do that just to max it out. That's fine. 2 more upgrades in the laser defense percentage, laser percentage increase. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? I'm feeling generous. So far, I'm having a whale of a time. This is fantastic. This is really, really good. I need to be more focused. On those rings. There's no point in getting all of the upgrades to increase or decrease the ring spawn time, I should say, if I'm not prepared to go and do it. Right, it's good. You're going to go and destroy you. Amazing. This feels great. This feels amazing. Feels very, very strong, very, very powerful. And the lasers are doing their thing. They are clearly worth it. Dare I say better than the turret? I don't know. I can't say with any degree of certainty. Oh, I can say it feels good, though. Anecdotally, it feels excellent. And there is loads and loads of scrap to be collecting now. Which is powerful. Right. Good. I feel like I'm an appropriately distanced area away from the boss here. Let's go and see if we can try and take the boss. I doubt we can. I'll make sure that I collect all the scrap. Yeah, we know that you're going to come from here. It's good. Oh, and then you do an incredible amount of damage from the front. Okay, we are very, very close to being able to completely knock you out of commission. It does require a little bit of common sense, but we can make it happen. Right. Increase 1 base damage for each flow ring. That feels like a really, really good upgrade. Increase coffee dropped by 2? Or increase missile cooldown. Oh, there's a load of good upgrades that we now have access to. Okay, increase coffee dropped by 2. Feels fantastic. Increase base damage for each flow ring. It's better. It's better, right? It's better. And then restore 10 seconds of coffee when reaching 5 flow rings is pretty good too. Reducing the missile cooldown or increasing the amount dropped. I'm gonna take amount dropped. I think I have to. It's better. It's better. I mean, only marginally. We're about to get 1 additional milk as well, so it's good to explore the tree a little bit so that we can... Ah, that's good. Automatically collect all seeds and scrap on the field when defeating the Space Corp boss machine. That is nice. We're also not far off unlocking what that is. Any other milk upgrades that we're... Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of points, effort, and energy to get that thing down and that south bit of the tree started, but that's okay. Right. Flow ring, yeah. This is where I'm maybe thinking that boost upgrade might have been kind of sick. You know, just to get us... There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, two kills for quite literally nothing. That is super good. I mean, pretty much just as soon as these enemies come within range, they are getting destroyed by my missiles. Which is perfect. I am collecting flow rings, which is amazing. There we go. You'll get destroyed as well. And again, as long as I'm doing this, it means that I'm keeping the skies clear so that I can... Ah, it's annoying. Bit of an annoying loss there, but it's fine. Keeping the skies clear so that we can do some damage to the boss. Right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to see if we can try and get in here. He says going in the wrong direction, but only because I know the boss is going to come to me. There we go. Make sure that I'm facing here. Great. And then as soon as you're done with that little attack, we're going to flip around the sides. Great. Another hit with the... Oh, amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. What a shot. What a shot. Those missiles coming in absolutely flippin' clutch. And a milky reward as well. Destroy 120 coffee roids. We can do that. Right. What are we going to spend our chipset on? That is the real question. I mean, the sucker lunch... Yeah, maybe it's not actually that good. We're on Milky Crops is the first, I guess, sector route. Increase scrap drop by 1. What do I want here? We got to take the turret, right? Let's take the turret. Increase the turret rate of fire. I've not really seen how useful that is going to be, so let's maybe not mess around with that. Restore 0.2 seconds of time. Maybe. I'll take you. What is this? Increase bomb dropped by 1? Yes, that is really good. That feels really good anyway. That feels really, really good. 25% extra base damage to bombs. I don't know. I don't really like bombs. The problem with bombs is that you can't really control what you do with them. I'll take the reduced missile cooldown because I rate the missiles. What can I say? The missiles are fantastic. Ooh! An entirely new area. What the heck is this? Oh, it's my turret. It's my turret. It's my turret. So, that new area is not to do with the stage. It is to do with the turret. Right, so there's this big icy thing. up at the top of the screen here. Don't really know what you're doing. You're just kind of chilling there. I mean, literally chilling. I don't think I can destroy you. Yeah, I don't think I can. Make sure that you're constantly being recharged. That's good. Nice. Keep up the pace. I really do need more... I need more damage on my missiles. I need more cooldown on my missiles. That is absolutely worthwhile getting. This new enemy here is a little bit more challenging to navigate. Although, that being said, I mean, with my auto-homing missiles, nothing feels like an overt problem. I mean, even if they don't die on, you know, on the first hit, it feels so strong that, I mean, eventually they're going to go down anyway. Right, we have made it to the first... We've made it to the first boss already. And very invitingly, the boss decided to go right on over my turret, which was quite handy. Are we going to defeat you first time here? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I wish, because we are very close. Very, very close indeed. But alas, just not quite enough. The turret rate of fire by 15 bullets per minute. That seems pretty darn big. Increase ship speed. Ship speed is good. Ship speed is definitely good. I'll take the upgrade. You know, I'll take that upgrade. That seems pretty nice. Increase turret range, missile range. An extra 100% damage to base damage to missiles. Yes. And you know what? I'll take speed as well. That feels like a good enough suite of upgrades to maybe get the job done. To make sure that you're constantly being charged here. Be nice. I presume we can upgrade the... this extra speed is really nice, by the way. I presume that we can upgrade the turret charge speed as well as the fire rates. Having the turret right here in the middle feels like a life hack. It's actually really quite good. It's actually really quite good. If we could control the spawn rate of the... or not the spawn rate, the spawn location of the rings, that'd be even better. There we go. Missile, target you. Fantastic. The extra HP does make it a little bit annoying to deal with all of these. Ah! That was just a regular old roid. Yeah, it does make it a little bit challenging to deal with all these units here, but hey-ho, what can you do? We're in a bit of a heightened state of stress right now. I say we, using the royal we there, because I am stressing the heck out. Good stuff. Thank you very much, boss, for coming right through the area that I was planning to be in anyway, and my turret was already in. I think we're going to do it, you know? We are absolutely going to do it, and we're going to collect flippin' everything from the map at the same time. Oh, that is juicy. That is a juicy, juicy upgrade. Launch an ultra missile every 5 missiles? I mean... Can anybody in their right mind actually say no to an ultra missile? I don't care about the boost. I don't care about that. I care about an ultra missile though. But I want to see what's over here. But I also want an ultra missile. I'm going to get an ultra missile. Come on. Come on. Extra 100% base damage to missiles? Yes, I am going to do that. I am absolutely going to do that. And then we'll get Lucky Boom. Sure, and then we'll get this as well. Fine. This is feeling comprehensive right now. Right. I was going to say, this is presumably going to be an even more complicated state of affairs here. This is a nasty looking level. So it looks like the ice spires or ice spikes, I presume that they are going to be launched upwards and downwards. Also, that is a new enemy unit that we are going to have to contend with. But it's okay, because I have got the ultra missiles on my case. Look at the size of that. I was going to say, oh, they're bigger, so they're going to be easier to dodge. Not so. Not so. Or maybe they are for most people, but just not for me. There we go. Oh, my giddy aunt. That was a little bit too close for comfort. That's the ultra missile. It's literally huge. I like how they just make it larger. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing stuff. Right. So, more scrap. Yes, please. Let's go back into the range of the turret, just to quickly make sure that it is recharged up and ready to go. I need to get in here. There we go. Nice. So yeah, the turret's doing good stuff, actually. The turret's doing really good stuff. Not quite sure what's going on with this boss over here. That's an ultra missile. That's an ultra... We just ultra missiled the boss there. Heck yeah. That's pretty sick. That's really sick. Wow, if we can actually line that up, that would be a combo. A combo of dreams. An absolute combo of dreams. Right, restore 10 coffee... 10 seconds when reaching 5 flow rings. I think we gotta take that, actually. I've avoided it long enough. Increase invincibility time when hit. Yeah, that's okay, I suppose. That's okay. What about this other... Yeah, let's do this so that we can... Yeah, there we go. Get extra life and explore extra milk paths. Extra milk paths are probably the area that I need to be focusing on most now, because... I mean, let's be real. Like, we're not really gonna spend that milk on the, you know, the increased downtime speed or any of that nonsense. We are solely focused... There we go, get in range. Fantastic. We're solely focused on getting really decent and exciting milk upgrades. Nice. Okay, my turret is out of commission. It's okay, we're gonna go and head back over there. Where's the next ring? Fantastic. I need to navigate through all of these asteroids in order to get to the ring, and then we'll go back into the turret, recharge it. Nice. Make sure that we are consistent. Wow, we just destroy them so quickly. Was that an ultra missile? There might have been an ultra missile used. Feels like it. Feels like there might have been an ultra missile involved. Ring is over here. Let's go and get it. Nab it. Oh, there's so much happening. I really cannot tell what's happening. Right, keep on getting the flow rings. Did we get a bonus? Oh, I think we might have got a bonus there. Can't really tell. Ultra Missile didn't land directly on the boss, although, that being said, we did get a proximity damage, which is quite nice. Oh, man, we need to increase our collection area as well. I feel like I'm losing a lot from my collection area. Increase base damage every time a life is lost. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll take this so that we can unlock the next path. I think, by the way, that the 2 question marks signify that you need to fully upgrade a path before you're able to access it. So we take that and that. Increase critical hit chance by 5% at 3 flow rings. That's not terrible, actually. In fact, it's very, very good. It's very good. I feel like I'm not generating much flow at the present moment. But that's okay. Increase bomb damage. Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right. Turret right in the center. That's what we like to see. So, if we are able to, I would quite like to stay as close to the sort of central area that we can. Of course, we will occasionally head on up here just to deal damage whenever possible to the enemies. That's a terrible hit potato there, but that's fine. I really just need to... Whenever I see the flow rings, I just need to beeline for them. That's quite simply what I just need to do. Just don't mess around. Go straight to the flow rings, because the access to things like a third laser just makes everything so much easier. Not to mention the fact that we do get increased base damage and increased, like, increased base damage, increased time in the game, you know. Oh, mega missile. Oh, there's lots happening here. There's lots happening here. Okay, we lost the heart there, but that's fine. Missiles do seem useful, but they also do seem to have a slightly diminished role when there is so much stuff happening and there are so many enemies. Either way, this is a cracking level. I like this one a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go for 100% base damage to missiles. Base damage by 4. 100% base damage to missiles. Let's do that. And then, you know what? I'm going to run it back a couple of times off camera. Let's see how we manage. I don't think I'm going to be defeating the boss anytime soon. So all I'll do is collect a few resources, and I'll catch up with you in a few minutes. I think pretty accidentally I might have just defeated the boss here. I can assure you I wasn't intending to do that. I only played like 2 extra rounds. Either way, we end up collecting all of the requirements in order to get a little bit of extra milk, which is very nice. Pick up an extra life as well. I tell you what, I don't hate that idea. What do I want to spend my scrap on? I mean, the turret is cool. I like that a lot. I really like the turret a lot, actually. Base damage by 4. We can try and discover what's over here. I mean, the idea of uncovering a boost is exciting, but not that exciting. Increase the amount of scrap that we can get by 1. It's the milk. It's the milk that I wanna think about. Increase critical hit chance at 3 flow rings we'll get, because we automatically get 3 flow rings at the start. Is this really what I'm gonna spend my milk on? I think it is. Yeah, we'll get that. Increase base damage 4 for each life lost. Not that bothered. Increased chance to avoid taking damage. I'm also not that bothered about that. I'm also not bothered about that at all. What am I going to spend? What am I going to spend my chipset on? 200% base damage? I mean, I feel like I just can't care about that. What about this over here? 25% extra base damage. Launch 1 extra missiles when reaching 6 flow rings. That's kind of cool. I mean, we'd need to devote a few extra resources into making this happen, but we're pretty close. We're pretty close, I think. So yeah, let's upgrade the turret for a little bit. Increase the turret range. Increase that. Increase turret battery recharge speed. That's exactly what I was talking about a little bit earlier. That's kind of nice. There we go. A little bit of extra effort into that. Yeah, I don't vibe with that at all. Although maybe this, the 2000% base damage when colliding with Coffeeroid or Space Corp machines. That might... You know what? I tell you what, let's do this. Because I could just crash into the boss. And if my base damage is so darned large by that point, we might actually be able to do... We might actually be able to do something pretty sick. I don't know if it's going to work necessarily as a combo, but my base damage is... I mean, it's decent now. I mean, it doesn't really look that decent because... of course, the asteroids are getting sequentially... progressively stronger, but that is not good. That is not good either. Potato, you need to kind of step up your game. I mean, this is a new level, so, you know, expecting some teething issues, which is completely fine. Very okay with that. Again, forgotten the cardinal rule of beelining. You beeline right for the... You beeline right for the thingies. The rings. That's it. You gotta beeline for the rings. Fantastic. Do we get our next laser? I think we already had our laser. Kind of going a little bit crazy, trying to just hit into him. Just hit into that sucker. There we go. That was a test. That was a test. Right. I cannot... I absolutely cannot hit into him, because if I do, I will die, because I do not have any more life on me. Right, you do a lot of damage. You've also got 2 little charging station battery things in order to... that I have to go through in order to destroy you. What do I want here? Turret range? I'll take turret range, sure. And then throw an extra couple of points into that. I think that's going to be something that I do fairly consistently. Just throw all of my excess points into that big old upgrade. I know that I was fairly dismissive of it a little bit earlier on, but hey-ho. I need to check at the end of this round how my bombs are doing, because I feel like the bombs are doing not so great. I feel like I have not really invested in bombs at all in quite a while. That is a big old miss. There we go. Yeah, I wonder if it's maybe worth me going back to some of the earlier stages. I feel like it's probably not. I feel like the game is balanced in such a way that you are encouraged to kind of stick around in the... There's a ring all the way over there. Goodness me. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of encouraged to stick around in the higher level stages because you just get more rewards and you're able to unlock more stuff. And oh my... I cannot believe I didn't take damage there. That's astounding. Right. When's my mega missile coming? Oh, taking damage from a hit like that is just so... It's so challenging. I didn't even look at the bomb damage, to be honest with you. Do I particularly care? No, I don't. I clearly need to do slow enemy bullet speeds by 5%. That would be kind of nice. That'd be really nice. Okay, I think what I need to do, I need to get base damage to laser. Yeah, I need to do that. I'm going to get base damage to bombs, the ability to add an extra bomb. All of this is good stuff. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little bit of grinding. I'm not going to be able to defeat the boss for a while here anyway. So I'm going to do a little bit of off-camera grinding just to catch us up to where I think we should be. All right, I've accumulated a few resources here. 27 scrap, 2,100 seeds. And what is that? 52 focus and 2 milk as well, which is quite nice. Right, an extra missile when reaching 6 flow rings. It's good. I mean, it's good. It's going to cost me a lot of my focus, though. Increase your base damage by 5 when the shield is not active. Again, that's fine. Avoid lethal damage 1 time, losing 20 seconds of coffee instead. That feels counterproductive. Slow down enemy bullet speeds. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in that. I'm very interested. What about our milk? Decrease flow ring spawn time. Yeah, that's pretty decent too. Increase the number of bombs dropped by 1. I'm interested in that a lot. I'm also interested in the amount of scrap that we get. I mean, I could probably just... I mean, how many... 10 to get 10. 100 to get 10. I need... I would need about 700 to max this out. And then that would unlock something to spend the milk on. So, you know what? Sure. Let's do this. This seems like a very, very strange way to spend all of the money that I've just earned. But it is going to give me an incredibly large increase in the amount of damage that we get. Unlock oscillators at maximum gravity module, gaining access to new weapons and upgrades. Yes, I'm very keen. Reduce laser cooldown by 0.2 seconds. And that's a fantastic use. An absolutely fantastic use of our milk. So, very happy with that. Base damage. Turret recharge speed. Yeah, not that bothered about any of these things. What I think I am bothered about is the additional bomb here. Yeah. Contagious Yes. Bomb detonation, increase the damage of nearby bombs by an extra 30%. Yes, I love that. Absolutely love that. Increase the amount of scrap dropped. I will take that just because it feels like a really good investment. And what about with my focus? What do I want to spend my focus on? Extra missiles? Sure. We'll launch an extra missile. And then I think we'll maybe save the rest. Yeah. You know what? To be fair, I haven't upgraded this at all yet, and it costs like relatively little to do. So might as well just bite the bullet and get it done. So the turret, as I have worked out, is really good. It's not actually good at destroying enemies. It's okay at destroying enemies, but it's not supposed to. It's supposed to just clear a path, I think. And as long as I can keep it sort of fed, I think it scales off base damage. As long as I can keep it recharged and fed, then that is great. We're still after that contagious explosion situation. I still need to make sure that I beeline for... There we go. Still need to make sure that I'm beelining for the old rings. But that's fine. Making sure that you are kept recharged as well. Very good. That's a bit of a hit that I didn't want to take. I don't think it's inconceivable right now that we can destroy the boss. I think it's unlikely. Don't get me wrong. I think it's very unlikely. But it's not out of the realm of possibility. The good news is that each and every time that I destroy one of these units now, we're going to be getting some time back, which is quite a nice little bonus. We're also getting double the scrap that we once were. Right, let's see if we can try and take out the batteries over here. I'm not... Oh, that's a double banger. It's a double banger. The double ultra missile. Don't know what the heck hit me there. Double ultra missile. I mean, who cares? When you're seeing a double ultra missile shooting across the sky, do you really care about what's happening? I would wager you kinda don't. Right, my turret is deactivated, but that is fine. Have I got a chance to destroy this thing right now? I absolutely do, but only if I don't completely mess it up. And I did completely mess it up. However, I think that's a real sign of what we are capable of doing. Reducing the missile cooldown is exactly what I'm after. The ability to increase the turret damage as well. Super powerful. Turret range. I feel like turret range is actually low-key super underrated. The additional bomb damage. I mean, I can take them all. I can take all of these things here. I can take that. 9 flow rings. I don't think I'm ever hitting 9 flow rings. Not yet, anyway. I'll take animal guts, base damage when the shield is not active, which is most of the game, to be fair. And then we take turret range. I think turret range is actually the best thing to do. I mean, the video game is just determined for me to take this. I really need to find somewhere else to spend my milk. Maybe here? Maybe... I mean, it's only 19 scrap to unlock that and get that. So yeah, I might save up my scrap and try and get that all sorted. Turret placement, the turret spawn placement is pretty important, in my very humble opinion, because somewhere like up here could be great. If the battery packs decide to spawn in this vicinity, happy days. We'll at least get a little bit of extra value from the turrets. That would be good to get. But if not, then this turret's placement is going to be a little bit out of the way. Yeah. These robots are crafty things, actually. The ones that fire the big loads, they are problematic, because they get you. That's how they get you. Oh, for goodness sake. That's how they get you. There we go. Come on. Come on. Don't take damage, Potato. Don't take damage. You can do better than this. You can do better than this. Just need to focus up. But there is so much stuff happening on the screen. Okay. So, placement of the battery packs. Again, I kind of said it could be great. It could be bad. This is a decent placement. I realize that it is highly unlikely that I am going to be able to get the job done here, purely because I only have a singular point of HP left after all this time. I mean, my base damage is increased because I don't have the shield active, but you never know. There might be an outside chance that I get the job done. I think it's somewhat unlikely, especially that we would have to go right back into the heart of things in order to... Oh, jumbo missile. Mega missile, should I say. Very nice. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. If I flub less on the early stages of the fight, there is a very good chance that we could emerge victorious. Totally victorious at that. Right. I did say that I wanted to get this upgraded here. So this is going to be longer range missiles, which I actually think is probably the most valuable thing. I'm going to do 1 or 2 rounds just to farm up enough resources in order to get this, and then I'm going to see what the milk upgrade is here. But yeah, that's what we need. We need this. We get the longer range missiles. I think we'll be totally fine. All right, the goods have been acquired, and actually I've completed another milky objective, which is a nice bonus, I suppose. Either way, increase missile range by the maximum number. Missiles search a new target within range. If the current target is destroyed, that is so powerful. That feels incredible. Reduce missile cooldown by a little bit. Yeah, maybe. Increase the amount of... Ooh, increase the amount of coffee dropped. Don't hate it. Don't hate it at all. In fact, maybe I actively like it, to be honest. Although I also like the idea of getting 2 missile-related upgrades. Reduce missile cooldown by 0.5 seconds, 300. You know what? No, I'll take you, max you out. It's not going to be super difficult to get this upgrade, which I think is a-okay. Increase base damage for each life lost. Sure, I'll yoink it. That's fine. The only other... Where's the other... There's a milky upgrade over here. We need 4,000 in order to do that. That's 150 base damage to missiles. That would be big if we got it. Okay, I think there is a very, very good chance that we are able to get the boss on this runaround. I'll tell you the reason why. First of all, we got that upgrade that gives me the additional base damage when the shield is down. That's going to be quite nice. Our missiles have been improved as well, which is great. The extra damage that the bombs are doing, let me tell you, visually, not only is there more going on the screen, but they do... That is crazy. They do genuinely drop more... They do genuinely drop more bombs, and that is... You know, that's a double damage, basically. It's a double damage bonus, which is really quite nice. It's not really a time issue that we have anymore, is it? Interestingly. It's a, oh my goodness, there's too much going on the screen for me to understand. And especially given the fact that there are, you know, these 2 flippin' Give me that, thank you. Take that ring. Given the fact that there are these 2 batteries as well, and the 2 things coming at the... Oh, goodness, I hate that attack. Given that there's the 2 little ice shard destroyers coming... Oh, my goodness gracious me. Yeah, we need to slow down. We need to slow down the bullets there. But that being said, still not necessarily terrible. Increase your base damage by 5 when the shield is not active. That's good, too. Extra generation... Avoid lethal damage, lose 20 seconds of coffee instead. No, I like to live dangerously. I like to live dangerously. Oh yeah, 4,000 damage. That's just not my jam. Oh! There is something up here. Reduce bomb cooldown by 0.5 seconds. That's actually kind of huge. I should have seen that earlier. There's also this over here. 600. Okay, you know what? Let me run it back. I'm gonna see if we can try and get this. Although, actually, I don't even have any... Contagious. We need to get that too. Yeah, we don't even have any goods to spend on it right now. I really don't think... I don't think my issue right now is a... I don't think my issue right now is anything but a skill one. Look, don't get me wrong. This is tough. You know, if you think you're up to it, absolutely check the game out. Link down in the description below. Step up, get the job done. You know, fantastic. I'd encourage you to do so. It's tough. But the only thing that is holding me back right now, I think, is skill. Don't get me wrong, it's quite a high level of skill that I need in order to get this accomplished. But I think I can do it. I tell you what, that ability to retarget the missile if it doesn't find its target in the appropriate time frame, that is super good. Thank you very much. That's very nice indeed. Yeah, that is super good. I feel like I have taken out more enemies before I actually take damage. Oh, that was perfect. That mega bomb hit the battery over here, which is quite nice. Yep, good. Oh, come on. From the little one as well. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Actually, I can believe it. It's very believable. Right, there is just so much stuff going on the screen right now, and you just constantly have to... Oh! I did it! I hit into him! I completely forgot. I should have just done the whole kamikaze strategy, because I give him 2,000% damage, and we suck everything in. Okay, missiles far and away the most exciting form of damage. 25,000, followed by laser, followed by bombs, followed by my little turret here. Followed by unknown stuff. I don't know what that is. But missiles, yeah, we love missiles. Do you know when I said I didn't like missiles? No, you don't remember that, because I definitely didn't say that. So, they're pretty good. They're pretty good, as it turns out. Increased bomb range. Ugh, but who cares about bombs, right? Who cares about bombs at all? I don't care about boosting. Seems like a waste of time. There's this thing over here. That's a turret upgrade. I need to get this so that I can unlock what's going on. Start each run with 1 extra flow ring in the field. That would have been great to have, actually, video game. That would have been fantastic to have about 1 billion years ago. I just need to get 1 upgrade here. That's 5,000 coins. I mean, sure, let's check out the next stage. See what we get. There's, oh my goodness, there's 3. There's now 3 flippin' of these ice Superman ships on each and every side. Just to sort of confuse things and make everything just that little bit more challenging. That being said, maybe this time the boss will be a little bit easier. Ha, fat chance, eh? Maybe this time the boss will be a little bit easier. If there is more stuff on the... If there is more stuff in the field. There we go. Yoink. It does feel like I'm taking out the enemies a heck of a lot faster. I mean, there's not any alive. I mean, there are now, but, you know, there weren't at the time. And I'm taking them out very, very quickly whenever I am up and around. There we go. Beautiful stuff. There is another focus ring for me, which I'm going to beeline towards, as per. You are trying to hide around at the corner of the map. That's fine. Yoink you. Brilliant. I love a mega bomb. Love a mega bomb. Right. Still no sign of the boss, which is a little bit annoying. But, I mean, of course. But I'm managing to hold my own, especially against the enemy units. Okay, boss is here. Boss is in town. This is a new attack pattern for me to deal with. Doesn't look very consistent. It looks like there's 2 of them as well. That's... annoying. I should have just rammed them. I should have rammed them. But you know what? As long as I keep my distance... As long as I keep my distance and then use the missiles. Use the missiles to deal the damage. Sick. Ah, okay. Oh! Did we do it? Oh, I think we did it. I think we did it just after the timer elapsed. Oh, that is such a kicker. That is such a kicker. Well, we can basically change that if we take this. It does delay the other stuff that I wanted to do. Increase base damage by 1 for each 4 seconds of coffee remaining. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Decrease flow ring spawn time. Increase chance to avoid damage. Nah, I'm saving my chips. I'm saving my chips. In fact, do I want to save pretty much everything? I feel like I kind of want to save pretty much everything right now. Yeah, because we're saving up 5,000 for that. None of this is going to give me any extra time. Man, we came so close to one-shotting that boss right there. I think I just need to ram him. I need to remember to ram him. And if I do that, then we will be fine. There we go. Good damage. Nice to see. Need to make sure to obviously run over the carcasses of these ships as well. There's definitely a lot less... There's a lot less stuff happening on the screen right now. By stuff happening on the screen, I mean asteroids. There are fewer asteroids to contend with, which is actually quite a nice contrast to the last sector. There we go. I think I accidentally just picked up a ring there. It's good. Can we destroy this big bad boy before we think about going over here? We absolutely can. Nice. And we get you destroyed. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, lots of moving parts here. Very convenient. Nice. Keep the turret going. It's a nice little additional objective to have. There we go. So far, don't want to jinx it, but not taking any damage. Certainly not any stupid damage, which is kind of the main thing that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. That was stupid damage, though, so, you know, just to curse my luck. Right. Lots of rings. I feel like I've really beelined for the rings quite fast here. Right. Boss is in commission. Let's go. I'm going to just ram you. That did nothing. That did nothing, and in fact, it did more than nothing. It destroyed my chances of destroying the destroying the boss, which is fine. Drop 4 bombs simultaneously for each 4 flow ring. Maybe? I think I still save, though. That's the thing. There's nothing better to do with my flow right now. I might take that. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it, because then this. Bombs detonate when colliding with coffee-roids or Space Corp machines? I mean, that's insanely good, right? That's insanely good. That's insanely good. And then maybe save up for this. Bomb detonation increases. Yeah, I mean, just the fact that they are going to detonate when they hit enemies now, that feels absolutely huge. And I drop 2 at a time. And then we just get the upgrade that makes them go contagion. That would be great. So what I really think I need to do is I need to try and make sure that I drive around enough to keep everything active and on the go, and so that my bombs drop in lots of different places. There we go. Nice. Beautiful shot by the turret there, gotta be honest. Beautiful shooting. There we go. Missiles doing their darndest to make sure that the enemies are disappeared before I even see them. There's hardly any asteroids on the screen right now. Okay, let's go the long way around. Just to make sure that we are... There we go. Destroying you. Boom, boom. Nice. Boom. Boom. And you'll go down as well. Superb. Right. Don't hit into anyone on the way past. Yoink that. Ah. Always one, isn't there? There's always one that ends up getting past my defenses. But the flow rings are feeling good. As long as I'm in the turret range. The bombs are... There's literally no bombs on the map now. How fantastic is that? That feels like a... This feels like a material improvement of my circumstances. I cannot believe I didn't take any damage there. Okay, bosses are now in the field, which makes everything just a little bit more challenging to evade. But we will try. And so, yeah, time is going to be the problem. But I've got two lasers, 2 missiles, 2 of everything, and it's still not enough. Increased bomb range, bomb damage. No, we're going to save up for contagion. Yeah, okay, I'll do a couple of runs. Slow enemy bullet speed. That might actually make the difference. Maybe I'll save up for... Maybe I'll get this right now. Reactivate shield for each flow ring. Yeah, that's pretty decent upgrade, I suppose. So get that right now. I'll do a couple of runs. We'll nab a little bit of extra milk. We'll spend the milk on this. And then we will save up for the contagious explosion, which I'm hoping is going to make things just that little bit easier for us. So I think maybe I've just accidentally defeated the boss again. Again, I really wasn't intending to do this. This is like literally my next run. That's going to make editing this video very easy, I suppose, isn't it? I mean, I was hoping to come back and actually have Contagious Explosion, but instead we got a chipset to spend. It's a lovely problem to have, don't get me wrong. It's a very, very nice problem to have indeed, but I was hoping to also have an extra flow ring to play around with, but alas. Either way, I think the turret is actually... You know what, let's... Oh, do I want to save up? No, I don't. I don't want to save up. I don't care. I want to go for... I want to go for this. And then this again. And then that's going to give me an additional turret. Yeah, nice. Turret bullets gain piercing, damaging everything in their path. I mean, that's our milk, right? That's our milk spend. As opposed to... Well, then again, the extra flow ring is really quite nice. It's a good combo to have. I'll take this, I'll take this, and then I will take this. Sure. It's been a long time coming, that, to be fair. And I'll also get another upgrade in that. Sure. So we still haven't got our resources in order to get Contagious Explosion. But this is going to surely be the most challenging level that we are expected to encounter. The good news is, though, is that we're coming at it with a load of extra firepower. There's this Venn diagram space that I clearly am incentivized to try and spend as much time as I possibly can in, because the turrets are actually, like, really good. They deal a lot of damage when they hit the right target. The only problem is that you can't really tell them what target to hit. They just do... bummer. They just do whatever they want to do, and that is fine, you know, to some degree, when they're destroying asteroids that are getting in the way. But when I need them to step up and destroy the enemies, then that is a little bit more questionable. That being said, this is feeling very, very smooth. My missiles are doing a hell of a job. My turrets are really keeping on top of things, at least in this very, very small part of the map. I mean, I am eliminating pretty much everything. Okay, I don't know what you're going to do here. Okay. Really, really chaotic whenever this sucker does his thing. Make sure that we're moving around. Was a little bit worried about that. A little bit worried about that again. Ah, shame. Shame. But we did get the milk, which is going to allow us to make a pretty immense improvement. What do I want? Create lightning strikes between turrets in your ship every 3.5 seconds, dealing turret damage during 1.5 seconds to everything in between. I mean, that's incredible because I now have 2 turrets. Oh, what's better? What's better? I don't know what's better. This is also pretty good. I think we're going to take lightning. Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. Can the turrets always... yeah, the turrets always look to be spawning. Oh, man, look at this. Yeah, the turrets always look to be spawning in an area where I can recharge both of them at the same time. That's pretty sick. Ooh, yep, flow ring. Yeah, I am heading for the flow ring. It's just difficult to directionally parse how I get to the flow ring sometimes when there's a lot of other stuff going on. Destroy stuff with the mega missile if you can. There we go. Get back into the center. Okay, so the lightning is really good. The lightning is really good. I like that a lot. I also like the bombs that just explode upon... The bombs that explode upon touching something that is not me, that is not the ship. I mean, that just makes things so much easier. Right, missiles, keep on missiling. I'll maybe swing around this way just to do a little bit more damage. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, the turrets are fantastic. I really rate them. I really, really rate them. That should have been a hit. Felt like it, to be honest. Okay. One more enemy or something to destroy, and then we hopefully can engage the big bad boss. Here's the big bad boss right here. You're gonna get electrocuted, amigo. Sucks to be you, because I was not there. Although, I am in a very dangerous position. You know, Ralph Wiggum moment. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I am in danger. There is danger everywhere. Flow ring, yes, take it. I've never seen this attack before. I've never seen that attack before. I've never seen that. I had it. I had him as well. Okay, so we know that when he's low, he plays dirty. He plays dirty. Okay. I want to get Contagion. I really want to get Contagion. I will take this. Gain 15% at the end of the run if at least 7 flow rings have been... Sure, I'll take that as well. Then I'm going to save up for... Oh, maybe increased turret recharge speed? Give me that. Twice. Give me that twice, sure. Then give me that once. And then, I swear, I'm saving for Contagious Explosion. I swear. I promise. I promise, video game. I promise. God, I tell you what, though. I feel like the build that we've got, once it gets going, it gets going. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It is powerful. If only there wasn't so much other annoying icicles hitting the screen every 15 milliseconds. That would make my life just a heck of a lot easier. But alas, I suppose that is what is referred to in gaming as the difficulty curve. You know, games get more progressively harder. Progressively more harder? I think you know what I'm trying to say. There we go. Brilliant. Yeah, looping around the outskirts of everything, definitely a strategy in order to trigger that electricity. So that I get electricity between the turrets and my ship. There we go. But also sort of staying on the inside and making sure that I charge up the turrets whenever I'm in this area. Also feels really, really good. Feel like I'm getting a really... That is very stupid damage right there, but it's okay. That's even stupider damage. It feels like I'm really getting some good... That is the worst damage potato that I think I've ever seen. Yeah, it feels like I'm getting some really good value from all of my turrets, from all of everything. I need to just keep on hitting these rings. There we go. Nice. Of course, it's going to do the chaos thing. Nice spawning of the ring. Thank you very much. If you could trigger the attack that I don't know how to respond to when I'm not in the direction that you're going to fire in. Yeah, that would be great. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Right. One more. I need literally like one or two more runs to get Contagious Explosion. So let's loop back around when I have finished up with collecting enough juicy stuff for this, because I think it is really going to make a big old difference. Okay, I have saved up the pennies. Let's do it. Contagious Explosion, yes please, very good. Increased droppage, generate 5 coins for each second that you survive the run. Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's really good, in fact. It's going to be quite an investment of resources, though. Allow up to 1 flow ring more to appear even if you've not collected the current flow ring. That seems insanely good. I'm absolutely going to yoink that. Increased chance to avoid taking damage by 5%. I know that I previously said I didn't want to take that, but now I think I absolutely do want to take that given the sheer insanity of what is happening on the screen. Okay, here's the thing. I think with the Contagious Explosion upgrades, right? I think with the Contagious Explosion upgrades, which may or may not swing it for us, I hope that they do. And also the flow ring upgrade. I think that will be huge. I think we have a chance of destroying the old boss here. The thing is, I did come very, very close doing it off camera. You know, one of my runs that I was just farming a few extra resources did come very, very close indeed to being able to do that. That's 2 flow rings that we need to pick up. That is absolutely unacceptable. We definitely need to be doing better than that. For sure. Yep. That's stupid damage, but it's okay, because we just launched a Mega Bomb, and that makes me feel better about myself. Oh, come on, Potato. You just walked into that one. What the heck are you doing? And another walk. Okay, all right. Well, this is very rapidly gone out of the window, but, you know, you never know. We'll stick around, see what the boss brings. Again, it's skill level, bro, I think. Is what I would probably use to say right now. The good news is that with a little bit of extra practice, I have sort of figured out what the patterns were. As he says, taking a hit from literally just a random nobody robot. Oh, for goodness sake, Potato. That was just embarrassing, quite frankly. That is just absolutely embarrassing. However, it does give me a good opportunity to recap where we are. Ring spawn time. I mean, we're going to be grabbing that. Reduce damage received by 1. 50,000 coffee pods. I think not. I think not. Another contagious upgrades. Gain 15% extra if we have a whole bunch of stuff. Increase base damage per flow ring, I think I'll take. Yeah. No, what we really need is maybe this. I think this is the upgrade that we want to get. Probably worth just trying to get the upgrade, the milk upgrade, because I am very, very desperate for something slightly more powerful to give me the advantage. I don't know what that thing is going to be. It could very well be the piercing shots from the turrets, and in fact, I would wager that it is. The contagious firing. I need to get the flipping rings here. There we go. The contagious firing is the firing of the bombs is really good. But I do think that the turrets... Come on. I do think the turrets are probably what is going to give me the slight edge to get the job done. I get my shield back, don't I? Yeah, I get my shield back at 5 rings, so it's not like I've really necessarily lost anything. See, there's so much happening. So much happens when I collect the rings that I actually can't really remember what it is that actually happens. I get quite a lot of bonuses, and they do tend to vary tremendously when, you know, depending on the number. There we go. That was my shield. It's fine. Yeah, they do vary tremendously depending on what number of ring it actually is, but... I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to... Oh, for goodness sake. Just going to do my best to... to keep on trucking away. Right. You shake all the things loose. I head to the corner where I cannot be touched. Apart from by that sucker. Right. Then I'm going to zoom around the edge here. Hopefully not take any hits. He says, taking a hit. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I didn't mean to survive anyway. What I meant to do was get that milk and then get the heck out of Dodge. That was what I was doing. It was just an efficient way of sorting out the process. Right. This is how we progress this tree. There's no other tree that we are progressing by spending milk. So it's got to be... It's got to be this. Right, what does that give us? Increased turret battery time by 4 seconds. Pretty decent. Increased turret rate of fire. Recharge speed, I don't particularly care. Base damage, yeah. every 15% laser. Every laser deals 15% extra base damage for each and every other active laser. That's pretty good. Flow, don't care really. I mean, everything is so out of distance right now. What we really need is we need to finish this. We need to finish this level. So yeah, I'm gonna grind it away, and I'll catch up with you when I'm just about to beat the boss. Okay, I think I might have accidentally done it there. That was literally my next run, so I guess you just didn't see the early stages of said run. I did unlock this. I unlocked Ninetales, which means every laser deals 50% extra base damage, but then realized immediately after that we could get a extra laser for literally just 18 bolts by clicking that button. So that's what I'm doing right now. Oh, what is that? Okay, 50% extra damage, base damage to laser. That seems crazy good. Increase laser range by 1.2 units. That also seems good. Decrease laser cooldown. That seems fantastic. Milk-wise, we're not in a great place. That's all right. 15... Sure, get both of those upgrades. I've got a chip set that I can use now. Is there anything that I want to use it on, though? I don't think so. I really don't think so. What about this? Increase turret battery time by 2.5 seconds? Maybe. Get that upgraded. That's good. Chipset here. Increase chance to avoid damage. Maybe that's now what we go into? Either way, this is... What is this? Tiramisu Desert? Or Dessert, I suppose? Okay. Lots and lots of new funky stuff happening here. I kind of dig it. And by kind of dig it, I mean I very much do dig it. What's this here? Is this... Okay, so that is absolutely impassable. You're not supposed to be able to pass that. That's fine. We just need to do our due diligence by checking. I mean, I did kind of assume that, to be fair, but we'll try and get as close as we can. Yeah. Okay, these are homing shots that we're now being impacted with. At least to some degree. Seems relatively under control for the moment. Yeah, definitely need to do a little bit better on collecting the rings. But, I mean, seemingly fine. I mean, there's a few grumpy robots that have spawned about 1 billion miles away. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, a few grumpy robots that have spawned 1 billion miles away, but that's okay. Destroy you, and then that's the boss already. That is the boss already. Well, let's engage the boss at a distance. I don't know where the boss is going to come back in, but we still have time. We can still do this. Yeah, we can absolutely do this. That's 2 mega missiles. That's fantastic. Keep on. That was easy. That was legitimately, unbelievably easy. Wow, look at my turret damage. Holy cow. Turrets coming out way in front. Yeah, I've always said turrets are the best. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. No, but seriously, they are pretty darn good. Right, let's get this so that we can see what it is. Increased turret range. Okay. Reduce laser cooldown by a little bit. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Definitely good to have options. Bombs? No, I'm not really interested in bombs, to be honest. Not really interested in bombs. I think this area is definitely a part of the map that I want to explore. Alternatively, save up for this and then see what this chipset is. This is 5,500 units. Here's what I think I want to do. I want to grab... what did I want to grab? Laser cooldown. Laser cooldown. And then we will take nothing. We will save up to get 2,600. And what was the other thing? This is good. Yeah, increased turret range is very good, because since I rate turrets. But yeah, we want this. Oh yeah, and this. Those are the two. Those are the two that we need to pursue. If we pursue both of them, then I think we'll be fine. So, this did happen on one of the runs that I was playing off camera. But the turrets can apparently spawn, like, not... Here we go, yoink you. They can apparently spawn not together, which I do think is a little bit annoying. Gotta be honest with you. Gotta be honest. Right. Oh my giddy aunt, there is so much stuff happening on the screen. Definitely the turrets being apart has its advantage, right? The advantage is that the electricity stuff... Oh my goodness. The electricity stuff goes further and it does more. But on this level, I feel like it's particularly detrimental because it means that we can't easily refuel the turrets because half the time they're going to be trapped behind the big root things, whatever the heck they are. Yeah, I'm not overly optimistic about my chances of getting a two in a row clean sweep on the bosses. Gotta be honest with you. Don't know what I took damage from just there, but apparently we did. Can't argue with that. I think the hitboxes in this game generally are very, very generous, to be honest with you. I think they're very generous, but that's fine. Right, I need to do a little bit more farming off camera. Ooh, battery recharge time, yeah. Base damage by 8? Okay, that looks like the end of the tech tree up there. That's fine. I need to do a little bit more farming off camera. We're going to get Contagious Explosion level 2, and we're going to get OMG, and then that's going to open up this path, which is very exciting, and we'll also open up this path. So, yeah, I'll get to that right now. Right, the goods have been very much acquired. Thank you very much. We have got 8,000 and something, 8,832, which means that we're going to be able to get OMG, and we're going to be able to get Contagious Explosion. I've got OMG first. What does this give it? Moons that orbit around your ship. When a moon hits a coffee-roid or a Space Corp machine, it disappears. 1,500 times base damage. And a pulse. Unlock pulse. Use that button to activate when charged. Okay. That's fine. What about here? Increase bombs drop by 1. No, we're going to take this and this. That sounds like a much better use of our time. Increase the damage to pulse, increase moon rotation speed. I don't feel like either really sort of troubles me particularly much. Generates additional cash. Increase turret range. Yeah, I think turret range is actually the best thing for us. Oh, I didn't even realize this was here. Turret enters frenzy mode when the ship is inside range. Rate of fire is increased by 150%. Okay, so suddenly destroying this boss is absolutely something that I want to do. With speed, right? Increase moon speed as well. Gain an extra 15% at the end of the run. I'll take additional damage for each bit of health lost, and then we will increase coffee dropped when we reach 5 flow rings. Okay, so this level is turning out to be a bit of a nightmare. Ooh, there's my rings in action. Oh, that's cool. I don't understand how often I'm going to be able to use the pulse. But maybe it's just a one-time... Oh, no. Hold on. The moons spin around, which is fine. But then the stars spin around, and I think that is some emblematic of when the pulse is ready to go. No? I'm not sure. Yeah, because I'm right-clicking and it's not doing anything. So... Clearly, it's just even more stuff to think about now. See, I can't get to the... There we go. Okay, pulse is good, but I still don't understand when it actually operates. I'll need to figure that out. I'll need to look at the documentation on that in just a second. But at least we've got some more ways of dealing damage. Going to be interesting to see how all of my damage actually stacks up. Yeah, the most annoying thing about this level is that there is constantly, and I mean constantly, these things going in between you. And when that happens, for goodness sake, when that happens, it means that you can't get the flow rings, means the flow rings are constantly out of reach. We have managed to get the boss, which is fine, I suppose. There we go, pulse you. Yeah, not really dealing a huge amount of damage to the boss here. And the problem is that your bullets wiggle a little bit, which makes diagnosing the pattern that you're going to attack in very irritating indeed. Very, very irritating indeed. I didn't even check the stats about... I'll take reduced laser cooldown, actually. Yeah, didn't even check the stats about weapons. Let's run it right back and see what our damage is this time. Alright, so there's my damage overview for the run that I just had. Pulse does the least, moons do second least, bombs, then rockets, then turrets. I mean, the turrets are crazy. And now lasers, yeah. The reason that I suspect that we're doing so much damage with the lasers is because, of course, we've now got 4 of them. Well, we have 3 by base, and then an additional laser when... where is it? I can't remember. It's one of these ones that we get for a flow ring. I can't remember. It's one of these ones, yeah. Anyway, that's okay. Create an explosion when losing your shield, dealing 7,000 base damage. That seems pretty good, I suppose. Anything else up here that we really want to explore? Add 250 extra damage to moons. I mean, moons seem fine, but it's just going to take an awful lot of effort and energy to get them to where they're actually decent. What about over here? What's this? Increase 3% bomb damage for each coffee-roid or SpaceCorp machine in range. I suppose it's worth a point in that. It's worth getting a point in a few of these things. That is just too crazy. Any other damage upgrades that I want to get right now? Increase 1 base damage per flow ring. Sure. Get that done. Get that done. Just so that we can start, like, exploring a little bit. Because I do get a lot of scrap now. I get a lot of scrap. I get a lot of flow rings. I get... Actually, to be fair, it's pretty much everything but... but coffee roids is what I'm getting. Pulse U, which again does pretty much nothing. And actually, I feel like it has the downside of distracting me a little bit. Because it's a pretty cool ability, right? And I want to make sure that I'm using it, like trying to optimize when I use it. But instead, all I end up seeming to do is get distracted by where the heck my pulse is in terms of like the recharging process. And I'm honestly still not sure. There is like a little noise that it makes. God, this is just too much. There's too much going on right now. Yeah, there we go. So there's that little whispery noise that it makes whenever it's recharged, which is nice. It's good to note. I'm just gonna use it on cooldown because I'm pretty basic, to be honest, and I feel like it's the only real chance I have of not completely messing it up. Okay, well, the boss was on the screen there, which was fine. We're going to grab a little bit of additional milk in just a second. We'll take the 3% additional damage. That's nice, at least, I suppose. Everything else that we haven't looked at is super big. 10% extra base damage laser for each consecutive hit to the same target. Yeah, that's probably what I want to spend my milk on. Each run with the extra flow ring is really, really nice too, but I don't think there's anything else that I really care about milk-wise. Certainly not that. Nothing else up here. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of off-camera farming. We're gonna get this. Milk. The milk has been secured. Amazing. 65 SpaceCorp machines. That actually is probably not gonna be too challenging. Right. Is there really nothing else milk-related that I want to get? No. I think it's got to be the laser damage. And honestly, the fact that laser damage is right up at the top of my tree right now, in terms of, like, cash-wise... Increase critical hit damage by 25% base damage. Sure, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll take... Something else I want to take right now? Increase bombs dropped by 1. That doesn't even really feel that valuable. Create an explosion when losing your shield? Yeah, potentially. Potentially. To decrease the flow ring spawn time. I don't actually think that is going to be worthwhile. Because there's so much stuff happening on the screen that it is not going to make much of a difference. I'll take the damage to missiles so that we can unlock this. Launch 4 auxiliary missiles when reaching flow ring 7. Well, at least I've set up my next upgrade. My next milk upgrade, that is. The rest of the stuff that I probably want to get is... scrap up here? Yeah. You know what? I think there's a good chance. 10 seconds of coffee. We don't really need extra coffee. I think there's a good chance that we can get the boss right now. Honestly, with the laser upgrades, I feel that is strong. Holy cow, we're destroying these pretty darn fast. I unfortunately can't get that until you disappear. Yeah, this is a very annoying level. That is for sure. I'm not quite sure when to use my pulse. I did use it there. Yeah, so I figured out the charge or the recharge meter is up in the top right-hand corner, which is pretty useless because I am never going to be looking up there because I am always trying to focus on my ship. Which is a bit of a problem, but that's fine. I mean, I guess I just don't worry about when the recharge meter is actually full. We just, you know, listen for the little sound effect, and then that'll be that. Okay. In terms of HP, life, never have enough of it. Yep, there we go. You're back. Yeah, I just don't think the pulse thing is that good. I just don't think the pulse thing is that good. I need to get my laser game improved. That's what I really need to get. And now that we deal extra damage, like, per hit, it feels really, really strong. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. More damage. Yep. Very good. See, we're really close to being able to destroy you. And we destroyed, like, what is that? A quarter of the machines that we need to destroy there. Creating explosion when losing your shield. Extra damage for life lost. Battery charge time. The battery charge time would be good, but... Nah, I just don't care that much. I just don't care that much about any of these upgrades that I seem to have left. Maybe just base damage? Is that really it? Is that really the best use of my cash right now? I almost feel like on the next level, I'll be in a better position to actually win. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like this is a particularly tough level with the big tree things that are growing in the way. This is just unbelievably irritating, especially with the homing beacons. It just completely cuts you off. And also, to add insult to injury, when I'm trying to get, for God's sake, when I'm trying to get the rings, right? The rings look very visually similar to the background. So I feel like my eyes, which are already ridiculously strained, looking at this, are having to try and pick out... There we go, we got our pulse thing back. Having to try and pick out whatever is going on a very, very difficult background. There we go, nice. Yeah, challenging stuff. Laser right up at the top there, turrets next. I feel like that was a little bit of a rough placement, to be honest. We'll get another upgrade there. We'll get another upgrade here. I can now get extra 150 damage to pulse. Again, I feel like it's just totally worthless. Maybe I just try and save up for the... Maybe I try and save up for a really big upgrade. I'm not sure. The point is that I almost need a configuration of turrets, right? I need a configuration of turrets where... How on earth? It's not over yet. But that is really annoying when the branches hit you. The trees travel much faster than you might think. Right. What was I going to say? Yeah, save the pulse for the boss, maybe. How on earth did I lost 2 hits there. I guess the damage that I'm now taking is a little bit more than it used to be. We're losing more damage per hit than we were before. Right. There is just so much going on. So much going on. But we do need a turret configuration where we are able to activate both at the same time. To me, that is absolutely critical. And if we're able to get that, then, you know, we're sorted. Boss is on the field. Let's get one more hit there. You are going to be right in my ring zone. That sounds very rude, but it wasn't meant to be rude. You're in my ring zone. I need to recharge both of these turrets, but it's a good place to be. How? We got hit by the spider thing there. Yeah, that ring zone, very, very, very good. But we need to make sure that we spawn with it over the both of us so that we can recharge both at the same time. That's what I mean to say. Restore extra time. No, I just need extra... I just need extra resources. I need extra scrap. I need extra everything. None of it is going to really make a difference. I think the only thing that's going to really make a difference is skill. So, you know, let's get that. Then let's save. And I'm just going to replay this until we can finally destroy the boss. I cannot actually believe it. Literally the run after I said I'm just gonna try and knuckle down and get this job done. We beat him. We beat him. That's fantastic. That's really good. Okay, frenzy mode for the turrets. Heck yeah. That is exactly what I want. Unless there is anything better. I don't think I want the touch percentage. Reduce pulse cooldown? Maybe? What does this cost? 5,000? And that would be an upgrade for the pulse. Increase bomb drops? I don't think bomb drops are really what I'm after. Turrets are clearly dealing the damage, so let's freaking do it, you know? Let's focus our effort on the turrets. I'll get nothing else, actually. I'll get nothing else. Sure. Let's just explore level 3. See what we've got here. Now, I did say, maybe overconfidently, that I thought that the last level was going to be extra challenging for a variety of reasons. Maybe I am full of nonsense. Maybe that is going to turn out to be correct. There's only one way to find out. I suppose we will see very imminently indeed. Still super annoying. Still very, very annoying indeed to have to endure all of the little trees that get grown all over the map. But I suppose that's the mechanic of the stage. Certainly feeling a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe it was just the speed of the trees in Sector 2. But the speed feels more manageable here. And there was only 2. There were only 2 tree growers in the last sector. But already this feels a bit more manageable. There we go. It's good. When's the boss coming along? Already feels like we're in a great place. Not even... Have I used a pulse yet? Maybe I've used one pulse. Pulse here. There we go. Get the job done. Come on, boss. I'm waiting for you. And if I can handle it now, there's a decent chance that we might be able to take a crack at the boss on the first occasion. Right. You got a big old battery, which is immediately destroyed. That is an unfortunate bit of damage there. You got 3 big old batteries, though. That's gonna be a problem. They go down super easily. They go down super easily. But then you do go into a little bit more of an agitated mode there, which I'm not a fan of. We do pulse. I can't believe it. First time. First time. Sick. That was great. That was really good. And we got an extra milk. Destroy 300 coffee roids. That is going to be the easiest thing to do ever. What is this here? Launch 4 auxiliary missiles when reaching flow ring 7. I think that's got to be it, right? Although there's also this up here. But that requires another upgrade that I don't have. Or don't want to make, even. What do we want to spend our milk on? Yeah, I'll get this here. And then... maybe this? What is this? Pulse absorbs all enemy bullets. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's good. Activating Pulse will collect stuff within its range. That's okay. We're now fully invested in getting Pulse upgraded. And whilst we are doing that, let's also pop a few upgrades into the turret here as well, just so that we can max it out, because we know how unbelievably good it actually is. All right. Maybe my feeling was right. Maybe level 2 of this sector was just unnecessarily challenging. Or unreasonably challenging for an amateur like me. Okay. Certainly a lot of asteroids on this stage already. It's fine, though. Pulse. Nice. The fact that it destroys bullets now, I feel, is a literal superpower. Also, the increased range of the turrets makes things just that little bit easier. Just that little bit easier to recharge whenever we... homing bullets. Whenever we are in the vicinity, let's grab a 5th ring, and we will get our shield back, which is quite nice. Ooh. Yeah, it's funny how we've gone kind of full circle, where our laser really wasn't dealing the bulk of the damage. And now that's kind of gone all the way around, and our laser is dealing the most damage. I guess it's all of the, you know, the fact that it stacks and we get, like, the sort of consecutive bonuses and all that sort of stuff. But, I mean, either way, the fact of the matter is it's still our base weapon doing the bulk of the damage, which is really quite nice. Right, keep on collecting all these rings. We did take a little bit of damage early on, but we managed to recover it by collecting our 5th ring here. That was right down the barrel of the gun there. My missiles are doing a tremendous amount of work. Okay, I have no idea what we are to expect from this enemy here. It looks like he's going to chill around at the bottom there. But he's also got 2 little friends. Great. Well, that's okay. That's why we have turrets, to do most of the talking for us. Don't like that at all. Let's do that. 3 jumbo missiles, and we did a lot of damage there. Took out one of the little friends. Don't know how soon we can get this pulse laser back up and running. The sooner the better as far as I'm concerned. But keep dodging in the meantime. Things are looking good at the moment. Don't want to jinx it, though. Yeah, we ran out of time there. That was a very, very, very successful operation. Okay, turrets did 288, shortly followed by lasers. The great thing about missiles is even if they are not, you know, the most damage output dealing units, base damage by 1 for each second of coffee remaining. Even if they're not the best sort of units, I'll take this again. So what does this give me? Increased focus gained by 1. That's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Yeah, even if missiles aren't the greatest, they're at least like auto homing. They target, which is really nice. I don't really love any of this stuff here. Right, let's roll it back. Let's see if we can try and maybe get a victory in 2 this time. A completely accidental finish of the boss, and also destroyed 300 coffeeroids in the process. That was really not what I intended to do, but delighted that it happened. And we get, yeah, that extra milk that I was talking about. And we are also making loads and loads of cash right now. Activating pulse will collect everything in its range. It's good. Is there better for that? 1 extra flow ring in the field. I mean, maybe that is really slightly better. I somehow don't think it is. You know what? Let's not spend any money on anything. No, I tell you what. I'll get that. Yeah, because just in case there's any extra information here. Increase the number of scrap dropped, and then that's a milker right up there. We also still have 1 chipset left. Maybe this is what is in our destiny. I'm not sure. Or maybe this. But either way, we require a lot of additional bits and bobs to make it work before we can get there. Interestingly, it looks like enemies actually start on this level here. So that's not super cool. But I suppose it does mean that we can start farming their corpses just that little bit earlier. I will do a little pulse there because I am feeling a little bit stressed out. Yoink this. Yoink this. Use that mega bomb to great effect, I hope. And I don't even know how many lasers I've actually got active right now, but it feels like a lot, and it looks like a lot. And that is all that I care about. I need to make sure that I stay in this vicinity so that I can keep on charging up both of my turrets. It's good. Nice. Okay, I don't think it's likely with just 2 bits of health remaining that we are going to be able to get to the boss on this level, but at least if we get a little bit more intel about the level and about the boss, that would be helpful at least. That is annoying. That's really annoying. Yeah, pretty consistently peeved off by these really, really annoying flippin' things that just keep on coming in. Yeah, turrets, holy cow, doing the absolute bulk of the work there. I mean, that is huge. Is there anything else that I can get that is turret-related? Increased turret fire rates by 30 bullets per minute for each 9 flow ring. I mean, 9 flow rings is a lot of flow rings. Maybe I do want to get this. I'll get this, sure. Unlock boost. We can now get boost. Increase collection radius by a whole bunch of units. Create an explosion when receiving a hit while boosting. I'll get it. Increase explosion damage on boosting by a whole bunch of damage. You know what? Give me the max level of that. Give me an increased level in ship speed. Give me that. Sure. I'm spending money in the vain hope that it's gonna make me money. We do feel faster now. That's actually almost a negative. It feels kind of disconcerting. Right. Boost. Boost, boost, boost. So, can we just boost an unlimited number of times? I presume so. Okay, so we can. It doesn't, like, give us any invincibility or anything like that. There we go. Oh, my goodness, there's so much going on. And I move so fast now as well that it really does take a lot of getting used to. So, maybe something like the ability to dodge... you know, dodge damage now. Maybe that's something that I go back and take another look at. Definitely the collection area is a lot chunkier. Probably does make, you know, the process of making a good profit a little bit easier. That's fine. All right, let me do a little bit of farming. See where that gets us. Right, I completed my latest objective. We've got a milk to spend. What do I want to spend it on, though? I think... probably the best stuff that we could spend it on is pulse damage, but I don't know if there's anything that... I don't think there's anything that leads to anything else that will give me access to milk. I think it's just these things. Starting with one extra flow ring in the field, or increase slow time. Maybe I just bring it all right back and just go for slow time. Maybe that's the craziest solution to everything. We'll get that. We'll get this. Sure, in order to try and figure out that. Oh yeah, there is that too. Oh well. We'll have our next milky winner in just a second. So, here's the thing. I did discover what the boss is on this level 5 of the tiramisu desert, etc. There we go. Yoink. Around there. Make sure that we are consistently fast. Okay, nice. I know I've still got my pulse, but I'm kind of hoping that I can save it a little bit until something a bit more exciting and interesting comes along that I can use to, oops, get out of a predicament. Yeah, see, the point is that I have basically completely disassociated with my eyeballs. I have absolutely no idea what is going on the screen right now. It feels like I'm winning. I wouldn't know, though. I have absolutely no idea. I feel like my brain is just in a state where I'm playing, he says, as he takes a big old L by taking damage. But I really have no idea what's going on. But I'm certainly doing my best. Right, let's get into this area. Nice. Can I activate the pulse thingy yet? No, not quite yet. Go. My shield is back on. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so this is the boss over here. It does a big old funky attack, and I can evade it by just literally going all the way to the right, which is, for the most part, A-okay. But then, you sneak up the right-hand side of the screen, and yeah, lots of additional stuff starts happening. Starts firing at me directly, which is not cool. But I'm going to do a bunch of damage to you right over here. And I am not going to enjoy that at all. But I'm going to get out of harm's way. Okay, I shouldn't have tried to cross that. See, I mean, honestly, what is going on? What is going on? This is properly hardcore stuff. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. It's these trees, honestly. It's these trees. Oh, man. It's just too much. It's too much for me. That being said, we are doing so much damage now, which is just great. It feels really, really good. Increase that dropped. We need to get another level in there. Increase ship speed or increase... Increase coffee drop. That's pretty good. And then this as well. Increase ship speed as well by 2. Sure. What the heck? We'll give it one last shot, I think. See where that takes us. Okay. Again, we didn't really, for goodness sake, we didn't have the spawn where my 2 turrets were in perfect configuration. There we go. Maybe a bit of a premature pulse, but I felt like it was needed. Right, next priority is getting back up to 5 rings so that we can regain our shield, which is not the most onerous of objectives to strive for. As I say, the really challenging part of the whole ring situation. There we go. Immediately lost it. That's just classic. Yeah, the really challenging part is actually identifying where the rings are on the map. So, yeah, damage reduction. There was an upgrade that we could get that would reduce damage. I don't think I've got it. But I do take 2 damage from the homing bullets. We take 1 damage from the regular bullets. So that's all right. You know, we can survive the impact of them. It's just the homing bullets that is really problematic for us. Okay. Somehow, we've managed to basically entirely wipe out the enemy. That's good. But I've done it by taking a tremendously large amount of damage. So, yeah, not super hot stuff there, Potato. But all in all, not too bad. Right, those little dog bone things. That's fine. Make sure that we're charging up the turrets. I do love the turrets. The problem is, though, with the turrets, right, is that we don't know how much damage they actually do to the enemies, right? We don't know how much damage they actually do to the enemies, because they deal most of their damage to the asteroids. So, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. Right, what am I going to do here? Increase focus gain by 1? Eh. Extra damage to the moons. No, not actually that bothered, to be honest. Not actually that bothered at all. Base damage? Let's get base damage upgraded by 2. Let's get this as well, so this gives us a little bit of extra time in the game. 4th level of that. Okay, there is a little bit more here. Is a little bit more. Okay, and then 1 more upgrade in bombs. Sure, okay. Let's run it back 1 more time, just for old time's sake. I want to see what we can do here. Don't blow it too early. Oh, I was going to check the criteria to reduce damage. We maybe actually already have the upgrade. Okay. Good. Get that. It's an extra laser. Very nice. I do love the sort of larger collection area that I now have. And I love the fact that my 2 turrets are overlapping pretty substantially. I'm trapped down in this little annoying corner bit for a little while. That's fine. Yeah. How on earth did I don't even know. I literally don't even know how I'm taking damage here. Okay, that's sure. We'll grab that. Grab that. That's us pretty close. I really want to beat this. So you know what? I'm going to roll it back. I'm going to see if I can do a little bit of farming off camera. And going to see if I can try and beat this sucker. Well, no joy beating the boss so far. However, I did finish one of the missions, so I've got an extra milk to play around with. Do I put 2 points into this? Which is what it would take. Or do I try and explore what's going on over here? I kind of want to see what's going on over here. Increase missile range by a bunch. Launch 1 extra missile when reaching 8 flow ring. That's pretty good. Launch 4 auxiliary missiles when reaching 7 flow rings. See, that's what I think I need. And then reduce missile cooldown time as well. Yeah, I think I need that. Does kind of limit me a little bit. But yeah, get that upgraded twice. And then that leaves me with just, I mean, I do still have the milk. What about this? Activating pulse. Nah, it's just so useless. It just doesn't matter. I don't care about the collectibles. You know what? Give me an extra flow ring on the map. Let's do it. Let's do it together. Let's see where this leaves me. So, not great placement for my turrets. What I'm basically thinking is that I need my turrets to be in a place next to the right edge of the map. And if they're there, then they will be able to do consistent damage to the enemy boss, which is kind of what I'm looking for. A little bit of an early pulse there, but that's fine. It'll keep me on my toes. The trick is really to try and destroy these homing units, I think, before they are able to get out of control, because they are unbelievably tricksy things. Which, oh, look at that. Okay, I was too focused on where those bombs were going, and I should have been focused on trying to dodge the stuff. I'm getting a little bit better at using the speed boost. It's definitely useful. It's got its uses. Actually, sometimes it's got its uses during the boss fights, specifically on this level, where we need to get from one end of the map to the other end of the map. See, I just feel like I'm being put in compromising positions because I want to keep recharging my turrets down here. Yeah, because I really struggle to see what's going on at the bottom of the map. There we go. Got a little ghost trigger there, which is quite nice. Took 2 damage very unnecessarily. Okay, gonna pulse there, which was totally worthless because of the flippin' tree. But what can you do? If I can get one more ring after this, which is not out with the realm of possibility, then I can get my shield back, which is very good. There we go. Nice. Lost my shield, but that's fine. And then, yeah, I really just need to get down and dirty with this sucker over here. There we go. You deal loads of damage. What I really need to be in, I really need to be in this last slot so that I can do this dodge attack up and down, up and down, up and down, right next to the enemy. You know what? I'll take that. Base damage for coffee remaining. Sure. Decrease flow spawn time. Increase explosion on boosting. I don't really boost enough to be... I don't boost enough to be doing, you know, getting crazy value from it, to be honest. Right. It's kind of nice that we start with 1 flow ring now, I suppose. Means that we're immediately off to some nice damage bonuses. And it means that we can eliminate those early enemies just that little bit easier, which is exactly what I am after. Okay, I'm not afraid to use my pulse if I need to. I'm absolutely prepared to do that. I'd rather not, but I can do it. As long as we've only got like 2 homing missile units on the board at the same time, I can probably handle that. Just kind of do a little, you know, kite him a little bit, go back and forth. Either way. Honestly, the upgrades that I just purchased, the ability to gain extra time... I'm going to pulse right here. The ability to gain extra time from destroying enemy units, that's going to be quite useful because I have pretty consistently run out of time with the boss here. So the ability to not have to worry about that would be really, really nice. There we go. Good. Keep it up. Mega bombs as well. It's quite nice. Right. So try and get close. And then try and get far away. So that we don't take any damage from the bones. I think we just lost a shield there, but I think we're going to get our shield back. Nice. And then this is a bit of a dangerous mission because it's a homing device, which means that we can't really evade it. I need to get right up close and personal here, and you do that, and then I need to make sure that I'm into this position, and we need to be dealing damage as much as possible. Good, 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 good. Dodge more. Do a pulse. You are now down on 50% HP, and those are mega bombs. Do more mega bomb damage. Do more mega bomb damage. Please do more mega bomb damage. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We came so darn close. Okay, that's my shield back. That's my shield back on 20 on 20 thingies. We need to survive this homing beacon round, which means not taking stupid damage. Oh, we came so close there. We came so close. We came so close. Okay, let's see if there's any upgrades. Turret range, base damage, focus. Forget focus. Forget focus. We don't need focus. I need more IRL focus. Turret battery time. I'll take turret range, base damage, and fuel up. Sure, let's do it. Let's run it back. Let's see what we can do. All right, the boss is here. I am optimistic. I've not actually taken any damage, I don't think, on this level thus far. So definitely feeling good going into the homing beacon section. Speed past there. Nice. Grab another one. I actually still even have my shield. That is quite remarkable. Did lose the shield there, but it's fine. Only another 3 rings back until we can get it. We'll do... Oh, that's a great time to use the pulse, actually. I did not think about that, but about using the pulse when the big bullets come through. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We still need to try and get the... Come on, come on, come on, come on, you sucker. Come on, you sucker. There we go. Oh, yes, we did it. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot flippin' believe it. Okay. Do we want something in particular? I want to see what's behind there. I don't care about this. I don't care about any of this. There's not much, to be honest. 50% base damage to turret? Yeah, I'll yoink that. Right, let's check out... Sure, max that out. Max that out. Max that out. You know what? Sure, I'll take it. Restore 2 seconds of coffee for each life lost. Seems like a total waste of resources, but it is unbelievably cheap in order to get, so we might as well. Right, let's check out hot chocolate and see what's going on here. Ooh. Intergalactic... Oh, goodness. So, not only are there asteroids, there's also these, like, mega laser things, which seem to have quite a lot of HP. There's even more stuff going on right now. There's more units with homing beacons, which I'm not a huge fan of, obviously. But I actually, you know, the lasers, to be honest, from what I feel so far... They're actually okay, because at least you can destroy the lasers as opposed to the weeds that grew across the map last time. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it's easier because I feel like I'm just tempting fate at that point, but it's definitely more personally agreeable. I feel like to the way that I've got my setup going on my spaceship. Let's go over here. Good. I don't know what I hit there. That's fine. Good. And now we've got a boss. What are you? You are here. I can't really see you because you're kind of obscured by smoke. Can we go through the smoke? I suppose we can, but we risk destroying ourselves on it. Oh. Yeah, that was always going to end in disaster, but it's fine. Right. Boss. Go and check out the boss. And also see if we can try and get 2 more rings. 2 more rings will net me a shield back, which would be very, very nice. I mean, I still have life. There we go. Shield back. Did lose 1 life for the privilege of it. But that's okay. Ooh, get out of there. Yep, nice. And, okay, now we can focus right in on the boss. We still have loads of time available on the clock, so quite nice to know that that's not something that we're going to struggle for, at least presently. Go. Pulse. I completely forgot that I actually had the pulse ability. We got our shield back. Nice. I think you're dead, son. I think you are absolutely cooked, as the kids these days would say. And we're even going to get ourselves a little bit of extra milk. 20k coffee in just a single flipping round. That feels good. That feels really good. That feels real good. Right. Increase critical hit base damage. Yeah, don't mind it. Don't mind it. Reduce damage received by 1. Yeah, we're going to save for that. That is something that I probably should have purchased a long time ago. Anything that I want to purchase with gears or with milk? No. I want to see if there's any more milk stuff up here. There's that I could get. I really just think that's a bad idea. Save up our gears to get this maybe. And then save up our coffee in order to get that. I feel like this is a good build. I mean, look, no guarantees that it's going to end up working out on level 2 of hot chocolate, but it feels good. It feels good. Okay, the lava zones are much larger now, much larger in size, and it looks like their cooldown is a little bit shorter. Could just be me feeling the pressure a little bit, but hey ho. Yeah. Still feels... Oh, that's a new enemy, by the way. I don't know who's firing those big rings at me, but somebody is. Here we go. Get back in the turret zone. Nice. Cool. Yoink. Missiles. The range on the missiles is doing so much heavy lifting. Again, it's just something that I don't need to think about. It's just the absolute perfect complement to everything else. There we go. Boost. It's a good thing that I do have the boost now. Yeah, that's nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Okay, grab that. Thank you. That's my shield right there. And also, that is very fortuitous that I was out here at the time. Go. Yeah, did miss a few rings there, I think. Also missed being out of the range of the turrets for a little while. But that's okay. We can easily make up for that. Go. Nice. Do I need... I do still need... Ah, oh, come on. Little bit too late on the old... Oh. I ghosted that damage. That was quite good. That's my shield there and gone immediately. Please deal more damage, video game. Please deal more damage to yourself. More damage. I can't believe it. I can't believe that little slot at the top wasn't legal. That's fine. That's a really good attempt as far as I'm concerned. That was really good. Gets this upgraded. Increase coffee value by 1. I guess I'll take it. I guess so. Doesn't feel that worthwhile. Collection radius? Nah. Nah. Pulse radius? A little bit, but we need to upgrade it twice in order to get this to work. No, I think we save up. I think we save up and get damage reduction threshold. Let's roll it back. I'll do a little bit of AFK farming here. The coinage has been unlocked in order to get the damage reduction, which I will absolutely take. Increases slow time when hit. I don't really care about that. Increase your base damage by 20 when the shield is not active. Or 30,000 for an extra life. That's a good deal, I think. Increase slow time when hit. I want to see what this is. Slow enemy bullet speed by 15%. That's kind of huge. And all we need to do... Yoink that there. That's not all we need to do, believe it or not. Sure, we'll get that too. Get this there. I want to spend my milk on something here. There's something down there. It's going to cost me a lot in order to get up to that point, though, so... I'll take that. Ah, you know what? Sure, let's do it. Yeah, all I need to do in order to unlock that cheeky chip is to beat this level of hot chocolate, which is very, very, very doable. That's a supremely unfortunate, in my humble opinion, little layout of turrets there. But I suppose as we increase our turret range, which is definitely possible, as we increase it, we will hopefully perpetually see an overlap. There we go. Good. Nice. That's our shield back. Good timing. Just so that I can take the damage. Oh, that was unbelievably lucky that I decided to activate the pulse there. Probably shouldn't have gotten away with that. But again, as I've already mentioned a couple of times, the hitboxes in this game seem to be pretty darn generous. So, I will take it. I will take it. Right, a 10th ring, which is what I just got. And then immediately, my shield was taken away from me. Fine. I feel like I'm really trying to juggle by keeping both of the shields engaged at the same time. It's a bit of a challenge, but it's absolutely worthwhile. Whoa. Go good. Where's the other ring? It's over there, which I will go get. Did I take damage there? I might have. Right. Pulse. Pick up all the stuff. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so this is not actually an overly challenging... I don't think this is a very overly challenging battle. The last couple of times I've done it, I have run out of time before I've run out of anything else. Yeah. Although this might very well be the occasion where I run out of life. As long as you kind of stay in the corners, it's mostly okay. I did not mean to hit into you there, but that will get me my resources back, which is good. I've got the pulse ready to go. I'm going to do that there. I'm going to do the pulse to get up top, and then hopefully I'm going to be able to stay within range. That's the dream anyway. That's close enough, I suppose. Okay, now it's just about dealing as much damage as we possibly can. Make sure that I connect all of the dots. There we go. Come out to the side. See if I can try and get the shield back. There we go. Shoot off to the side there. Good. Yeah, see, it's not mechanically challenging, which you would think would be my biggest weakness. Yeah, and definitely the sort of mechanical stuff is. Go, destroy you, get on top. Ugh. That was a lot of damage. But, you know what? As good enough is good enough. And that gets us our chipset, which I am oh so delighted about. Slow down enemy bullet speed? Yeah, let's take it. Let's take it. Oh, I should have checked out this. Because then there might be something... There might be something else that's good. Increase slow time? Nah. Nah. Don't care about any of that stuff. I feel like we've really flown through hot chocolate, whereas tiramisu dessert has been... was a pretty consistent challenge for us. Increase moon rotation speeds. I'll get it, I suppose. Increase number of moons. I don't really rate the moons. I hate to say, video game. Hate to say. 3,000 screws? Holy cow, that's a lot of screws. Right. Good placement. Good placement of the old turrets, which I will absolutely take. I do like the lasers. You know what? I'm finding hot chocolate just much more pleasant to play. That seems kind of weird, because I don't know. It feels like it should be harder, but maybe it just plays a bit easier, and I definitely like the vibe that it gives off. Right, let me yoink that. Thank you. Good. Always want to try and make sure that I'm collecting all of these different rings. Good. I am shocked that I have not taken any damage from being as bold as I've been. Looks like the timing of the, I don't know, the artillery bombardment, the lava bombardment, the volcano explosion, whatever you want to call it. Looks like the timing is individualized on this level as opposed to coming in twos. So I suspect that there's just that little bit more sequential pressure to get it right. There we go. Do a big old thing. This looks like the same boss that we faced on the first floor of Hot Chocolate. Yeah, with a big old steamy trail behind you, which is a bit annoying, but I didn't really find it too challenging the first time that we attempted it, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get him here on the first try. Do I have my... No, don't have my pulse yet. Got it now. Let's do it. Here we go. Keep coming down here. I've still got my shield. Still got my shield. Time-wise, we've got plenty of time on the clock, actually. And he's got a very, very large amount of HP, which is quite annoying to get through. But yeah, I mean, timing-wise, we're totally fine. In fact, look to be totally fine for a little while, because every time I collect, is it 10 rings? It might be every 10 rings, focus rings that I get, we end up increasing our coffee time in the game, which is quite nice. Pulse is ready to use, and I will be fully ready to use it. I'm just going to use it there because I thought I was going to get hit by those homing shots. Yeah, really don't know what you do there, buddy. You're not overly good. Well, hey, look at that. I think that's a new PB, actually. Milk and everything. Love to see it. Love to see it. Did we not do it? Did we not beat Hot Chocolate? We beat Hot Chocolate level 3, didn't we? Oh, did I play level 1 again? Did I do that? Did I seriously do that? I think I did it. Oh, that's dumb. That's dumb. Let's do level 3 then. No wonder the boss looks the same. Potato, you dingus. All right. I won't force you to see what's happening here, but let's skip to the part where I'm hopefully fighting the boss. All right, the boss is here. It looks like the boss has got a couple of batteries to take out. That's fine. Didn't have a huge amount of difficulty getting to the boss here, but this is the first time that I've faced him, so no guarantees that things are going to go overly well. This big old spray thing that you do, video game, not a huge fan of. I'm just going to take the hit and get up to the top right-hand corner so that I can start dealing with the batteries over here. I absolutely do not like that at all. There we go. And can I get another one of those? Yep, thank you. Dodge out of the way. Are we going to do it first time? Don't want to jinx it, but heck yeah, we are going to do it. Nice. That's pretty darn sick. Okay, so that is a hot chocolate. That's good. Milk, we're going to need to get 2 levels in this, so it's possible that we can get that. What do I want to spend my chipset on? Could be this. Yeah, you know what? Actually, let's do this. And that's milk as well. Okay, take the 2nd level here. Oh, we need a 3rd level. Darn it. I screwed the pooch on that one. That is a bit of a mistake. Bit of a mistake by me right there. Right, 1, and then 1 more level in here, and that's going to unlock milk upgrade potential. And then anything over here that we want to get, I mean, that's going to be 3,000 screws. That's not happening. That's 35. Yeah, maybe actually. Maybe 35,000 scrap. It's definitely possible. Okay, level 4. Let's see what level 4 brings for us. I mean, if we manage to beat level 3 in a 1-er. That was just daft. If we manage to beat level 3 in a 1-er, we might be able to beat level 4 in a 1-er. That's the thought process anyway. I've made some investments in the meantime, obviously, but none of them I feel have been super materially impactful of the stuff that is going to make us destroy the enemy more. Right. Keep charging. Any sign of another ring? Yep, I'll take it. Oh. I ghosted that, which was quite good. Nice to do. The evasion chance kicking in there. So, very grateful for it. There we go. Still got my pulse. Try and finish you up first, and then come all the way over here. 2 rings on the field at once. Not optimum, but we can cope with that. There we go. Yoink that. Good. Just dodge the fact that we are now in triple banger territory, i.e. all of the lava things are happening in 3s. Right, give me a pulse there. It's good. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. And, oh, lots of lasers, lots of lasers. There we go. one more ring in order to get us back to shield health. Which, I immediately squandered, of course. But that's, you know, that's the point I have in a... That's the point I have in one of these things. Right. There are multiple different... Oh my giddy aunt. There are multiple different units down here. I see one going up the side, one going down the bottom, and then one going throughout the middle. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. Right, what do I want to spend my chipset on? It's either save up for that, which I don't think I want to do, or I buy a point here, decrease flow ring spawn time by a little bit. Is that really going to make the difference? Is that really going to make the difference? Or do I think this upgrade on the pulse... Do I think that would make the difference? I think, in all honesty, the pulse upgrade is more likely to be super beneficial. So, you know what? We'll save it. We'll save it up. Save it up. Roll it back. Do it again. I think I might just have done it. There we go. Literally in the dying days of that little expedition. That was sick, actually. That was really, really good. I want like another 1,000. I literally just need another 1,000 resources. So you know what? Give me a quick little farming session. Let's not overdo it. I don't particularly care. I'm not gonna be getting loads from this run. All I need is, there we go, just a little bit. It's fine, and then we'll crash into a couple of different things. There we go. Maybe crash into you. Fine. That should get me... I literally don't even need 1,000, but that's all that I needed. So, we get that. We get this. Activating pulse will recharge turrets in its range. I feel like that's not super, but we'll take it anyway. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Any other chipset upgrades that I think would be good? Decrease flow ring spawn. What about this? Slow enemy bullets. Want to see that. I only need 3,000 gears, although I'm... No, we should just take this. We should just take this. Yeah, this could be the last fight for all we know. I don't think it is. I think there is more. So Pulse is gonna charge the turrets up. That is probably not gonna be that useful. I might be out of touch on that one, but I just think that it's probably the case. Right, there we go. Get my shields. Nice. And then beeline for the enemies to make sure that we're trying to... There we go. Do as much damage as we possibly can. Turrets are doing good. Nice. Okay, Pulse here. Yeah, get the heck at him. Get the heck out of my way. Okay, lasers are rotating now, which is something that was happening in previous stages, but is now very annoying. Even more annoying that I took damage there, but we'll get our 10th. Get our 10th thingy. Yeah, Pulses, you know, maybe I spoke too quickly about pulses, because if they have such a large respawn time, I'm thinking that that must mean that they are disproportionately good. Ooh, disproportionately good, and therefore we should... How did I take damage there? We should kind of be a bit more complimentary about them. Okay, good. Back up to 15 points. I will yoink my... Oh, yoink my shield back. Thank you very much. And then immediately lose it again, as per. Where's the enemy? Where's the boss? Here you are. Right. I'd love to pulse as soon as I possibly can. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do a wiggle. Ooh, that wasn't your bullet, but I did lose some HP from it nonetheless. Right up in the corner there. Okay, pulse is back up and running. Let's do it. Yep, thank you. And... Oh, no. Don't take the damage from the lasers. No, please. Oh, the fire was still burning. I thought it was gonna dip there. Okay, 48k. Oh, it's so much to spend. It's so much to spend. Sure, let's do it. Reduce moon respawn time, and it's gonna give me some... It's gonna be some milk. Don't mind that, to be honest, you know? I mean, I don't know how much the moons do. I mean, it's really not worth it. I mean, that's what I can tell you. Actually, I think I save, because I want to get ringing the bell and then whatever this is. It's almost certainly worth it. Alternatively, this, but that's going to be like 3. It's going to be like 3 upgrades. So sure, let's run it back, and then I'll catch up with you once we are hopefully fighting the boss on this level again, who we might be able to beat on this occasion, but I am doubtful, especially after making a crash like that. Okay, we're going to get the second ringing the bell upgrade. What does this give us? Allow up to 1 flow ring more to appear even when you've not collected the current rings. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Probably going to take an additional life as well. That's probably much better, actually. Reduce moon spawn time? Sure, we'll bang that down. Increase the number of moons by 1. Sure. Get that twice. Increase moon distance from the ship. You know what? Sure, fine. We'll go all in on moons. We'll go all in on moons. We'll go all in on everything that we possibly can. Yep. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. Anything else that I can upgrade, I will take. I will just do it. I want no stone left unturned. So, we now have 3 thingies on the board when we start. We can have up to 3 in waiting, which is actually an unbelievably powerful upgrade. Doesn't feel like it really should be, but it absolutely is, because you just don't want to be wasting that, you know, that incremental improvement, because that is where, it's just pulse there, that is where the value and the sort of skill and damage increase comes from. It's from the, it's from the focus rings, so you want to make sure that you're constantly picking them up, but you can't always get to them as soon as they spawn. And so therefore it's really good to have the extra little capacity to take your time, go over to them, and deal with that in due course. Nice. Very nice. Okay, pulse thingy is ready. Anything more that we want to do right now? Yeah, I kind of want to get through this. Get out of the way. Did kind of need to get over here and get to that thing. Yeah, we're still doing not a huge amount of damage, but I feel like in concert with my turrets and the occasional pulse that I'm throwing out into the world, we're not doing too badly. The boss over here, I don't actually think is supremely challenging. We do need to kind of go up and down a little bit, but that was quite smooth there, Potato, actually. Yeah, so not overly challenging, but pulse there. Bit of a premature pulse, actually. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, and I'm just kind of chilling out over here down at the bottom of the map. Okay, that's my force field back. And gone. I'd love a pulse, please. Any second now. Yeah, one more chance. It's not looking good, is it? Not looking good at all. Pulse? Pulse, 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 pulse. No pulse. No pulse at all. That's fine. What can I say? We're doing what we can. Right, you know what, folks? I think we are going to wrap things up right about now. I have just had far too much fun with this game. It is really, really excellent. You should absolutely check it out for yourself. Astro Prospector. Look at it. I can't even stop myself from playing even now. Even in the outro, I can't even stop myself. I don't know. This feels like the vast bulk of the tech tree. I can't say that for sure. There's probably one more area after hot chocolate, if I have to imagine. But again, you'll have to find out. You'll have to check out the game for yourself. Find out what's going on. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.